Laney, congrats on second. Worker Bobby,
Where's
congrats on
my
third.
burrito?
Miradell, congrats
Where's
on third.
my burrito?
I'm sorry, first.
Where's my burrito?
First was third. Anyway, what is up, y'all? Delta, hello. How you doing? Let me get the words going. Start. But I hope everybody's doing great today. Princess Cat, how you doing? Miradell, what's up? Shibari, hello. Cooper, what's up? Kamichi, hello. Emily, what is up? Vice, hello. CK, I saw Hydrate in there. Thank you for the Hydrate. Oh, we now have the point where chat's scrolling too fast for me to read anything. But welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing great today. I hope you're having a good weekend. It is Sunday. We got some storms rolling in today, but hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see. Let me make sure everything's going okay over here on Discord. Yep, I think I got all that set up. I'm doing a lot better today. Oh crap, I forgot about ads. All right, so if anybody is new here, we do one ad break an hour. It's a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour. We're gonna do the first one right now, then we don't have to worry about pre-roll for the next hour. Pow Pow Productions, thanks so much for the brand new Prime sub, just in time. Hey, welcome in, everybody. All right, here come the ads. If you get the ads, I'll see you in just a minute. For everybody else, enjoy the words on stream. Boop. All right, ads are playing. Bethany, thank you for the 10 stream streak. I see it's a wet day in Australia. It is. Let's see. Vaughn says Florida's getting all the storms too. Oh man. Yeah, I hope everybody stays safe tonight. Georgie, thank you for the 10 stream streak. This music's a little too chill for me. Oh, I can't switch tracks on this scene though. Darn it. Wait, you go to a restaurant? Ooh, hope you get some good food. I've been craving fried chicken all day. Wait, there's been ice rain where you are, Kit? Oh my god, where are you at? If you don't mind me saying. If you don't want to say, you don't have to. Red, hello, how you doing? Raven, what's up? Tordu, hello. Your boy Demon Reynolds, Void Runner. Welcome in, everybody. Lily, hello. Oh no, you burnt your cookies? What kind of cookies were you making? Jawad, how you doing? Deathly Fate, hello. Oh man, I gotta get some ice cream sandwiches tomorrow. If I remember. I might forget again. I always talk about stuff on stream and then I forget to get it. Green Fairy, welcome in. Grummel, hello. Tiago, thank you for the 70 stream streak. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Chemical Plant Zone. Dragon, welcome in. Artorius, hello. Ichabod, what's up? Unholy Unicorn. Oh, Reckless. Lucy, I'm doing good, thank you. Pokemon Champ. Cooking some homemade marinara. Oh man, that sounds good. Bobby, how you doing? Get some caffeine. See, doing pretty good here today. Dealing with a light headache from the storms, but have I tried the black iced tea lemonade? That was one that I didn't care for. But some other people tried it and they liked it, so I think it's a me problem. Wonder what the new weekly challenge will be? We have a command for that. It should be working. Let me try it. Weekly. Yep, vulnerable on Willow Street. Tomato Bath, how you doing? John, hello. Hazardous, what's up? Anagaya, hello. All right, let me get the Madrina's thing pinned here. So I am 9 sales away from a cool jacket. If you ever find yourself in Detroit, you'll kick you. Oh, cool. I have been to Detroit once. It wasn't like Detroit proper. It was like, I guess, the suburbs, maybe. But I went up there for a Mystery Skulls concert back in 2019. Our hotel was across the street from this really nice mall. Punisher, how you doing? Moose Person, hello, welcome in. Hello. Tyler, thank you for the 6-month sub streak. Omega says, got a super special request.
Time,
oh, hang on. It is that time, Tyler, thank you so much. Either by showing or playing vocally. Point Hope Easter egg. Oh, yo, check out I literally just uploaded a video about that yesterday. Socials, so you check out my YouTube, my Instagram, or my TikTok. It should be pretty close to the top of the list. But yeah, I did a whole little like 3-minute guide on how to do that. Though some people have told me it didn't work for them, so I'm not sure what they're doing wrong. I've tried to ask where they're getting stuck, but nobody's replied yet. But a lot of people have confirmed that it did work, so I don't know. Can an Obake choose not to leave UV footprints? So, you know how when an Obake touches a door, it only has a 75% chance of leaving a handprint behind? The footprints are the same, but it's 75% chance per each individual footprint. So if it's going like step, 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 each one of those steps has a 75% chance to leave a footprint and a 25% chance to not leave a footprint. See? Zandra, welcome in. How you doing? And YouTube right away, enjoy. Let's see. Camo, welcome in. Get an alert while you get some homework done. Hey, good luck on the homework. All right, the ads are over, the words are over. Let me get over here on the chatting screen and post all my go live messages here. Oh, hey, yo, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. And Lady with the 10 subs. Anonymous did the Madrinas. Lady with the 10 subs and Mighty Duck, how you doing? Welcome in. Lady, thank you so much for that. That was wild. Wild. All right, we're posting our go live messages here. Joy, welcome back. Gonna make some egg fried rice. Nice. 3M says, keep hearing about your second channel. It's called Duck's Secret Channel.
Now you're talking.
Hello. Pineapple, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the stream. Also, we're in a hype train or something. Let's see. Philippe, welcome in. Ghost Girl, what is up? Holy moly, y'all. Vindictive, welcome in. Nope, every other ghost that has UV. Holy shit, I'll get to that in a second.
Simulator 3 going.
Holy crap. Dragon of Power, thank you so much for the 2,500 bits. That's nutso. Anyway, every other ghost that has ultraviolet has a 100% chance to leave
Phasmo
ultraviolet.
time.
Obake is the only one that has a chance to not leave it. Delta, thank you for the 100. Mel, thank you for the 100. Napalm, welcome to the stream. I'm glad the videos help you. Holy moly. Pokemon, thank you for the 5 gifted sub. Determined, welcome in. Zoro, welcome in. How often is Blood Moon? I've heard anywhere between like 4% and 1% chance to get it. Kubaj, welcome in. How you doing? Harden Heart, welcome in. Holy moly, y'all.
I believe in a train called Hype, just going to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we could hype train now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down.
Cooper, thank you for the 100 bits. Lucky Bug, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Emily, thank you for the 100 bits. Night Feathers, welcome in. Use my guide to get the fairy badge. Nice. I'm glad it worked for you because, like I said, some people said it wasn't
Hype
working
for
for
the
them
hype
for some
train.
reason. Tiago, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, Guardpool, that's awesome. Thank you. And Blue Lace, welcome in. How you doing? Can you get a Blood Moon on intermediate? Yep, you can get a Blood Moon on any difficulty. You can even get a Blood Moon on the weekly challenge. You can get a Blood Moon on Apocalypse. If you load into a map, there is a chance you can get a Blood Moon. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Meridel, thank you for the 100 bits. And Mononoke, thank you for the 7 stream streak. And Pokemasta, thank you for the 44 bits. Eco, how you doing? Connie, what's up? Echo, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see. I think I saw Suki with a 3 stream streak. Thank you so much for that. There's a lot going on right now. So if I do miss anything, I do apologize. Kimichi, thank you for the 100.
Choo-choo.
Holy crap, that hype train's in level 7 already. What the heck? Ray, thank you for the 100 bits. Digitalize, how you doing? Gritty Goose is alive and well.
I was
That's
summoned
good.
by the hype train. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Kit, thank you for the 100 bits. And Blue, how you doing? James, what is up? Kate, how you doing? All right, we're jumping right into Phasmophobia because I want to go test the pool ball thing. Dragon! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs to the channel. Oh, you ruined your perfect 200 though. Yo, what the heck? Queen Fairy, welcome in. It is Phasmo Sunday. I mean, it's Phasmo every day around here. Hope, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Celebrating a great week, heck yeah. Glad to hear it. Phasmo time, it is. Like I said, I'm not going to start ghost guessing just yet, because like I said, I want to run into Point Hope, and I want to mess around with that pool table.
I've got some jobs ready.
Because there are, what are we on? Custom, whatever. There have been some people who told me that the Easter egg didn't work for them, so I want to try to figure out what the heck's going on. Let's see. Digitalize, thank you for the 15 stream streak. All right, we're just grabbing this right here. We're not really actually investigating. Research map, high
At
school.
some unknown point I got Gritty Goose and I am so happy, but I need more trinkets for my emote collection.
Oh yeah, that's right, there's more Hype Train. Like, there's a brand new set of Hype Train emotes. So anybody who's participated in this Hype Train, you are almost certainly getting a brand new Hype Train emote. Salami, how you doing? Jenny, hello. Watch you be a demon? I hope not. I hope not. Vice, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay. So, I just heard something. So, it's the green, the blue, and the orange. I use this one. Void Render, thank you for the 100 bits. I think we're in the ghost room. And there's a couple of different orange balls here.
My last 100 bits. Take good care of them.
Tomato, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, we're gonna use the striped ball. Because I used the solid ball last time. Quack says, thank you so much for the brand new Prime
doing
sub.
the Easter egg. I thought you got Point Hope as the first map, lol.
So the striped ball didn't work. I wonder if they're grabbing the wrong orange ball, because there's two orange balls. Okay. See, I think people are just grabbing the wrong ball. That's the only thing I could figure out. Because in my video, I used the solid ball and it worked just fine. Green, no, it's orange. It's orange. But I'm gonna load out the map, and actually I can just leave game. And we can try it again. Weeb Girl, thank you for the 100 bits. The balls used for the Easter egg only have one on the table. Yo, lady,
Items,
got some
5
merch.
total, $80.20 MSG.
Holy moly.
You and number 39, redoing a great job.
Lainey, thank you so much for the merch purchase. What all did you get from the store? I still haven't figured out how to make it say what people actually got. I know there's a way to do it. Let's see. Green and blue both have to be striped, so the orange has to be solid. That's what I thought, but somebody told me that the solid orange ball didn't work for them. So that's why I tried the striped one. Jen said, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Yeah, right now we're troubleshooting the Easter egg, because I uploaded my video, and it worked great in the video. But then some people are like, it didn't work for me. And I'm like, I don't know. Wolfie, how you doing? Think you used red, solid, and got it, really. So this is what I normally do. It's green, blue, orange. So we got the green with the stripe. We got the blue with the stripe. And then I usually use this one right here. See, that one works. I use the solid orange and that one works. Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think is they're grabbing the wrong one, but someone was like, I grabbed the exact same ball as you did. I don't think it's bug deco, though I have heard if you grab the yellow gear before you unlock the cabinet, it can vanish. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. All I can figure is maybe they're just grabbing the wrong balls. We're troubleshooting the Easter egg, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just assume they're grabbing the wrong ball. Geek City, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other streaks. Hard Bonk with a 25 stream streak. Also, Hype Train Success. Thank you so much, all. Determined with the 5 stream streak. Let me see what emotes we got here. Alright. Oh my god! That one's appropriate. It's like a little lady throwing money in the air. I love it. I love it so much. Alright, let's get the music back on. Let me jump into single player. We're getting a round of ghost guessing going. Okay, so ghost guessing and the drop game are active. What's the Easter egg supposed to do? So when you solve a series of puzzles, something cool happens at the end, and it gives you this special badge right here. The Ferryman of the Drowned badge. If anybody isn't familiar with the Easter egg and you do want to see it, I have a video up on my TikTok, my Instagram, and my YouTube that I just uploaded, like, literally yesterday. So you can go check that out there. But the reason I was doing that is some people were like, I followed your guide and it didn't work. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like, without, you know, the hard thing about, like, trying to troubleshoot people's Phas problems sometimes, because people come to me a lot and they're like, hey, this thing that's supposed to happen didn't happen for me. And, like, I can speculate, I can guess, maybe, at what might have gone wrong. But unless you have the footage in front of you to actually see what happened, it's really hard to guess sometimes because there's so many weird things about this game. All right, we got 1 minute for guessing left, everybody. That sense of me, Phas is weird sometimes, yeah. I mean, there's so much of it too that, I mean, can potentially be user error without the user realizing. Princess Spooky, welcome in, how you doing? I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't worry about it. But it's when people say, like, I did exactly what you did and it didn't work, that I'm like, what? I don't know. Anyway, I think, is Ghost Guessing still open? Ghost Guessing has less than 30 seconds left. Also, who's in the soup? Gazad is in the soup. Kazad is in the soup. Also, Missy Vampire with a 7 stream streak. Ghost Guessing should be ending any second now. Any second now. Ghost Guessing has closed. User accounts for 90% of things not working as they're supposed to, yeah. All right. So, let's see. Let's get the drop turned off. Kazad, congratulations on that. Good luck, everybody, on their ghost guessing. And I need to decide where I'm going for the first investigation. Let's see. Frank the Tank, welcome in. How you doing? Good luck in the games. Hunter, welcome in. Salami says, got my first DO yesterday with your wife and friends. Never heard your buddy scream like a little girl like that. Yeah, just walk away. Just walk away. Diogans are scarier if you try to run away, far away. Let's see, what custom settings do I use? I do ! difficulty, and it should tell you the basis of it. But right now, I dropped it down to a 4.1 because I set my starting sanity to 100 and my restoration to 25 because I was getting tired of, you know, starting with 75% sanity. Bots, welcome in. How you doing? All right, I think I'm gonna do a nice, chill Willow warm-up. Nothing bad ever happens in Willow Street, unless it does. Emily, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Oh no. Hey, you know how I just said that nothing bad ever happens in Willow Street? I think something bad happened in Willow Street. All right, so we got a blood moon. First round of the day. Let's go. So our ghost is Walter Watts. If this ghost is a Raiju, I'm going to flip out. I am absolutely going to flip out. But we need to cleanse the ghost with incense, we need EMF reader, and we need to repel it while it's chasing. Okay, I can do that. I think I can do that. Let's see. Half, welcome in. How you doing? Is the new weekly going to be 3 evidence? I believe so, Eco. I believe so. Okay, let's go. So yeah, actually, this is a really good opportunity to explain what a blood moon is. So yeah, this is a blood moon. It's a random, rare type of weather in Phasmophobia. There's a very small percentage to get it. I don't know what the actual percentage is. I've heard all kinds of different numbers. I don't know if anything's ever been officially confirmed. But what the blood moon does, aside from making the sky look all cool, is it increases your sanity drain by 100%. That's your passive sanity drain while you're standing in the dark. It also makes the ghost more active. It makes the ghost run 15% faster during a hunt. And if you manage to survive and get the ghost correct, you get a 10% bonus at the end. So they can be a little scary, but just keep in mind, make sure to keep your sanity up because it is going to be draining a lot faster. Candles can really help with this. If you hold a candle, it will slow down your sanity drain in the dark. But otherwise, just do your best and have fun. Alright, anyway, let's get in there. Okay, so first thing we want to do here is we want to get the power on. We want to stop our sanity draining as soon as we can. Because if you turn a light on in a room, and you're hanging out in that room, your sanity's not going down.
And nothing can go wrong. On Go, it all went wrong.
Yep. That is exactly what happened. Alright. Revenant on Blood Moon are the worst. I'm sure I've had a Revenant in a Blood Moon in the Halloween event. At least we don't have the Tarot deck. That's good. That's good. 2 to 5% chance. Yeah, I've heard something like that. I think the highest I've heard anybody say is 6%. I've heard 4%. I've heard 2%, 1%, you know. Anything below 6 I've heard people say. But even the wiki doesn't say what it is. I've checked. Alright, let me get my EMF meter on, just in case we have a, you know, happen to stumble across something that the ghost did, or if we have a stalker ghost like a phantom or a wraith that's coming to us, leaving EMF behind. Moroi Curse plus Blood Moon equals 600% sanity drain. It does. It's terrifying. Because normally I play on a 200% sanity drain. You know, that's what professional and up is. It's 200%. So right now we have 300% sanity drain. And if we get cursed by a Moroi, which doubles your passive sanity drain, that is 600. It's terrifying. We have a hand in the basement. Let's see. Leish, welcome in. How you doing? Wicked, what is up? Heard blood moons are like 2%, so 1 in 50 chance. There was one day I had 3 of them. 3 blood moons. Philly, welcome in. Helped you improve on Phas? Yo, that's awesome. Welcome to the stream. So the funny thing is, blood moons are supposed to make ghosts more active. What that means is more interactions, more roaming, more events. You know, it speeds up the time that it takes them to decide how to do things. But so far, I haven't heard a single peep out of this ghost, which is concerning. How disappointing would it be to get a blood moon shade? Let's see. Oblivion Aces, thanks so much for the brand new Prime sub. Alright. So normally when I can't figure out where the ghost is on Willow Street, it usually ends up being in the foyer. Or one of the basement rooms, and it just wasn't interacting while I was down there. So instead of wasting my time wandering around waiting for the ghost to do something, I'm going to throw my EMF down and we're actually going to go grab a thermometer. I don't usually start with a thermometer, but, you know, when you have a ghost that's not doing anything, sometimes you just got to grab the thermo. Oblivion says, love your videos, usually miss your streams. Oh man, well hey, I'm happy you're here now. Shades are good little guys though, they are. Actually, what's my sanity? I should probably check that. Sanity is still pretty good, nearly 100%. Yeah, Blood Moon, first investigation of the day. Let's see, JokerCon, welcome in, how you doing? Thank you for the raid, how was your stream? Alright, Ghosty, where are you at? 16 in the living room, which is a little suspicious. Or, I'm sorry, 16 in the kitchen. You know, I think that might just be the ambient temperature wiggle. 14 in the hallway, okay. 18 in here, 19 in here. Oh, it's in this bedroom, really? Yeah, I haven't heard anything happen in this bedroom. Okay, so I'm going to throw that down, I'm going to throw my flashlight down, and we're going to go throw our EMF meter back in there. Poe, how you doing? I'm feeling pretty good today. We have storms threatening to roll through tonight, but I'm hoping they're going to miss us. Spectre, what's up? How you doing? A warm up with the blood moon. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times the first investigation of the day has been a blood moon for me. So that means most of my blood moons are on Tanglewood and Willow Street, which makes me sad because, you know, they were... I'm pretty sure both of those maps had blood moon during the Halloween event. I'd like to get it on some weird ones that I've never had it on before, you know? Off-topic question? What's that? Let's see, what's up? Hey, how was your raid? Thank you so much for that. What were you playing today? Let's see, we're going to grab a book there. Okay, book. Hang on. What is the order of my items here? Oh, I need to grab a lighter, too. Don't want to be caught without that in a blood moon. Okay, there we go. Freezing rain, snow. Oh, man. Yeah, somebody said they had ice today. Let's see. Anna, how you doing? Do you have tornado watches right now? Same. We're in a tornado watch. What was your off-topic question? Did I miss that? Let's see. Wanted to double check. Yep, the charge refreshers are energy drinks. They have about like 190 milligrams of caffeine in them. If you're looking for something that's a little less caffeinated, you could check out the boba teas. They don't have a lot of caffeine in them. Oh, hey, we got an orb swinging around right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. And we're putting our book down in here too. And I'm gonna go and check the temperature. Still 5.7, okay. Steven, welcome in. How you doing? Blood Moon Camp Woodwind can be dicey. I mean, Camp Woodwind's dicey to begin with. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever had one on Camp Woodwind. I may have. Nikki, welcome in. How you doing? Had a Blood Moon on a smaller campground. Oh man, yeah, I could imagine. Let's see. Was playing Phasmo with the squad. Heck yeah. Oh no, terrible night. I'm sorry. Were the ghosts being mean to you? And Horror Game Love, welcome in. Nothing could go wrong. Blood Moon's like, oh yeah, watch this. Had a Blood Moon Prison Obake the other day. I have had Blood Moon on Prison before, and I did manage to get it perfect. Also, Elena, welcome in. Supposed to have some bad weather. Same. I looked at the radar, and it looks like it might pass me by, maybe, possibly. Let's see. Also, Tacos by Alexis and Duke Nukes, welcome in. How you doing? Let's see. Have you ever seen a family member on national TV wearing a ridiculous outfit? I mean, do I count? I was on, I guess, was it national TV? No, it wasn't national TV. I think it was local TV. Also, Dark Age is coming on with the raid as well. Dark, how you doing? Welcome in. Tash, hello. Cat Girl, what is up? Welcome in, everybody. We're doing some Phasmophobia over here. Dark, how you doing? How was your stream? What are you playing today? Tell me about it. We just rolled into Willow Street and we got a Blood Moon. Oh, I'm playing some Repo. Nice. I might play a little bit of that later in the week. Not on my stream, just off stream with some friends. But yeah, I was just saying that when the midnight premiere of Star Wars Episode 3 happened, I went dressed up as Anakin Skywalker. And unknown to me, news crew was there, and they like filmed me and my friends like striding up to the movie theater in costume, and I went to school the next day. Because this is while I was in high school. And everybody was like, hey, I saw you on the news yesterday. It's like, what? Huh? Oh, it's your birthday stream. Yo, happy birthday. Let's see, a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody for hanging out and surviving together. That's awesome. Aside from the birthday stream, you doing anything fun for your birthday? Let's see. Hand a birthday cake to the Prime Minister. Holy crap, Red. Honestly, the funniest thing is somebody was there dressed as Jar Jar Binks, and like everybody booed him, and it's like it was so funny though. Like, oh man, what a legend. Let's see, gonna relax, just eat and relax. Heck yeah, got some fun gifts. Ooh, what kind of stuff did you get? Also, you getting any cake or anything like that? Oh my god, the raids. Annie, welcome in. Also coming in with a raid. Right before you, we just got raids from Dark Ages and Joker. Let's see. Simply Sylvie, welcome in. How you doing? Suicide Bunny, welcome in. Annie, hello. Nana, welcome in. Oh, hang on. Do I have an ultraviolet in here? Wait, where's my ultraviolet flashlight? Oh, we got dots. Hang on, we got our evidence. We got dots and orbs. So it's a Raiju, a Yokai, a Yore, a Banshee, or a Thea. I don't think it's a Thea. Just because Theas start out really young and really active, and this ghost was doing nothing in here. Ah! Sir, please. The guy's name is Walter Watts, though, so I said it would be really funny if it was a Raiju. But yeah, let me get out to the truck, and I will see what we can do now to narrow this ghost down. See, Jar Jar had a massive crash out moment during the Clone Wars, like he crashed out. Scared the crap out of the clones. Oh, man. You know, I've come to appreciate Jar Jar Binks in my older years. I mean, I liked him as a kid, too. Please be a Raiju. Oh, my God, I would love that. Anyway, let me scroll back up. Yeah, Andy, how was your stream? Tell me about it. But also, too, anybody rating in, be it Joker, Dark Ages, or Annie, if you know, if you got to go do any post-stream self-care, definitely make sure you're taking care of that. You know, do what you need to do. But for anybody sticking around from the raids, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Cat Girl and Dark Ages, thank you so much for the lurk. And Dark, I hope you have a good rest of your birthday. Love Raijus, they are my... Hang on, let me find my stats. They're the ghost that has killed me the most. So the possibility of a Blood Moon Raiju, I don't like that. We do need to repel while it's chasing, and we do need to cleanse near the ghost with incense. Okay, and we have 90% sanity, so that's pretty good. Yo, Doc, how you doing? Welcome in. How's the rest of your Phasmo stream today? Raijuberg? I love that. I love that. Oh, boy. Anyway. Arctic, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak there. And Dragon of Power, thank you for the 7-stream streak. They are the ghosts with the most duck kills. That is true. So I'm going to go ahead and get some crucifixes down. Ashfall, thank you so much for the 2-month sub streak. Holy crap. Playing Phaz while watching...
Phaz while watching you play Phaz lol.
Getting ahead of the TTS here. Oh, man. Honestly, I don't know how y'all do that. A lot of people tell me that they play Phaz while watching me play Phaz, and I cannot play this game if I have, like, any other audio happening. Like, I need to listen to what's going on, otherwise I get so paranoid. Let's see. Sensei, welcome in. How you doing? Are you from Joker's Raid? Could it not be a mimic? Nope. Nope, thankfully, because we have dots. If you have Ghost Riding, EMF, or Dots Projector, any of these 3 evidence here, it cannot be a mimic. Because the only thing that mimics do are Ultraviolet, Ghost Orb, Spirit Box, and Freezing. So, even though we did find orbs, which mimics do have, we got dots, so we know it's not a mimic, at least. Let's see. Hawk, welcome in. How you doing? Well, I need to know. Someone able to explain the rule about not... Oh, yeah. So, the reason for that is I've been streaming for 9 years, and everybody thinks they're a comedian. So, a lot of people, their first reaction to my username is like, what would you do if I fought a duck? That's so funny, right? I bet I'm the first person who's ever said this before. And it's like, after 9 years, I'm just so sick of it. But even more than that, there's some people who come in just being like really unhinged freaks, like describing like, I'm gonna kill a duck. I'm gonna shoot a duck. I'm gonna put a duck in a chokehold and suplex it off the top rope, you know? And it's like, oh my God, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling here, minding my own business. People come in. Anyway, that's the reason. Let's see. Hey, thank you so much for the hydrating. Kiwi Fruit, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Wolfie, thank you for the lurk. Yeah, I mean, there's been some really, like, violent, weird messages. VK, how you doing? Got any grapes? I do not, sadly. You know, I like grapes, but it's really... They're so inconsistent in texture. This is a duck-friendly stream, yes. Zodi, thank you for the 7-stream streak. When your first order of Madrinas came in, a duck was hanging in the parking lot. It's the delivery duck. Okay, we need to get some salt down. Megan, hello, how you doing? Megan, I'm so sorry about that comment I left earlier. As soon as I sent it, I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna think I'm a freak. Let's see. Angel Demon Sparkle, welcome in. How you doing? There's a family of ducks that your aunt feeds. You've seen the babies grow up? Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Let me make sure this ghost is still in here before I put all my salt down. Okay, yeah, you're still in here. So we're gonna put our salt right here. Let's see, what do we got for options here? Banshee, Yore, Yokai, Raiju, and Thea. Okay, so Banshee, we're going to figure out what it is from motion sensors. Yore, okay. Yore, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll close a door for us. Raiju, we're going to make it hunt and see if it goes to zoom fast around electronics. Yokai, we're going to have to do a Yokai test, which is where we get far away from the ghost and basically have some electronics and see if it comes over to us or not. And Thea, yeah, Thea, we're just going to have to make it hunt. Oh, that's good, Megan. Let's see. Hamster, how you doing? And Cheeses, welcome in. What's the difference between tier 2 and 3 salt? The only difference is that tier 3 salt will slow down the ghost when it walks through it, and if it walks into it when it's not hunting, it'll just bounce it backwards into the room. Phasmo's going great, thank you. Used to be a cluster of ducks that hung out in front of your window? Oh, that's cute, Lucy. Ada says, thanks to your video, I showed my friends the Ferryman of the Damned Easter egg in Point Hope, and they thought it was super cool. Yo, that's awesome! I'm glad it helped out. Okay, so... Okay, I do have the bone picture. I'm like, do I not have any pictures at all? No. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to set us up some motion sensors, and we're going to see if the ghost walks over to us to see if it's a banshee or not. Lorraine, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I think I do need to turn those up just a little bit. Right there.
Yay, 2 months. I've really enjoyed the stream and community. Keep up the amazing work.
Aw, thank you so much. Also, Amu, how you doing? Welcome back. Rich, hello. Let's see. Want to be a streamer? Kind of have to wait until after college because your schedule's going to be super busy. Yeah, that's the one hard thing about being a streamer is you do have to have a lot of free time, and your free time has to be pretty consistent across the board. It's really hard to grow as a streamer if you don't have a consistent schedule. And you don't have, like, you know, at least 3, 4, 5 hours a night to stream. I would say 4 is probably, like, the minimum for growth. Let's see. So what you're saying is when it's in the utility room on Tanglewood and you have tier 3 salt, you can ping-pong the ghost with 2 piles. I don't know, like, how far it walks backwards after it hits the salt. But, yeah, if you... It won't work if it's, like, all stacked up like this. You have to, like... put it down, wait for it to walk into it, and then put it back down. Can't tell where the ghost is. Here? Damn it. I just missed it. See, that was a shadow form event, and shadow form events suck. Because you cannot really tell where the ghost is. Okay, we got all of our motion sensors over here. The only way to really tell where a ghost is during a shadow form event is to shine a... Oh, look at that. It's to shine a flashlight on it. Oh, if this motion sensor beeps, it's a banshee. It's a banshee. Let's go. So, yeah, the way that I know that this is a banshee is because banshees pick a target at the beginning of the investigation. And if you're playing in single player, well, you're the target because you're the only one here. But in multiplayer, it'll pick one of the people in your group as the target. And then it will spend the rest of the investigation walking back and forth from the ghost room to the chosen target. So the fact that it walked all the way over here to me, that is pretty indicative that it's a banshee, but if it happens one more time, I'm going to say that's 100% confirmed. Also, Rianti, welcome in. How you doing? Let's see. Savinar, how you doing? Aimer, welcome in. I could try for the banshee screen, yeah. Let me go parabolic. Sanities. You know what? I'm going to go and take some meds. I know we're pretty far away from the Banshee's hunt threshold of 50, but since we have a blood moon, I'm going to take the meds just to be safe. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stand here with the paramic aimed towards the ghost room. We're still watching those motion sensors, and we're hoping for a Banshee scream. What happens if the target goes to the truck? It just maintains regular ghost roaming abilities. Oh, yep, that's a Banshee. Oh, turned our radio on back there. That's annoying. Stony, welcome in. It's going great. Dragon Steels, how you doing? So yeah, I'm the target right now. So if I walk out here, then every time the Banshee decides to roam, it'll just roam normally instead of doing the stalk. Because normally when they roam, they have a 66% chance to go to the target. Let's see. Church, welcome in. How you doing? Came across my content on Facebook and loved it. Decided to do your first solo ghost hunt. Oh, it was a mare. Oh no. Okay, that's a regular ghost whisper right there, not a scream. Yo, but that's awesome. Congrats on getting a mare. Because I'm sure if you've watched my content, you've probably heard me complain endlessly about how much I hate mares. Made a whole brisket, heck yeah. Zeno, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Oh. Interesting. It came over here and touched a door. I didn't even see it do the motion sensors. And then it touched a door over there. Wow, that ghost traveled fast? What's going on? This is a Banshee, right? Not a Wraith? Yeah, it's walking to me. Hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Still trying to get the scream. Yeah, it's a, it's only a 33% chance when the ghost makes a paranormal sound, so Banshee screams can be pretty hard to get. Will a Banshee hunt if the target isn't in the house? Yes. The Banshee hunt's based on the target's individual sanity rather than the average overall. So when the target hits 50%, even if everybody else is at 100, the Banshee will hunt. However, when the target's in the house, the Banshee will only go after and kill the target. But if the target's outside of the house and anybody else is in the house, the Banshee will still hunt. But then it'll just kill indiscriminately. It doesn't care if the target's outside. Let's see. Foggy Flickers, welcome in. How you doing? Lightning, what is up? Kimmy, welcome in. Can you play? No, sorry. I mainly do solos. We have a community day coming up next Saturday, though. But I will say the age restriction on that is 18 plus to join. You can watch the stream if you're under 18, as long as you're 13 or older, because that's the Twitch TOS requirements. But I do keep community days in the Discord locked down to 18 plus. Will the Banshee hunt someone else if the target's hiding? If the target's in the house and hiding and the Banshee doesn't know where it is, other players can just walk around through the ghost. I was playing with Brotator yesterday, and he was the target of a Banshee, and Yep, that was still a regular Ghost Whisper. He was the target of a Banshee, and I was just walking around the ghost, yelling at it, yelling, pay attention to me, and it was just minding its own business. Banshee target in the house, hunts only the target when the target's not in the house. Normal hunt. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Way more concise than I said it. Let's see. Come on, buddy, just scream for me. Just scream for me. Can't be a mimic. That is correct. That is correct. Because we have dots. Amu, thank you so much for the 15 stream streak. If it kills the target, does it swap to another player as the target? It does, yes. If the target dies or disconnects, it picks a new target. Ooh, that's a good question. Did it move? Maybe? But it did just come out of the bedroom over there, so... Let's see, JJ Malls, welcome in. Was there a curse item? There is, but it's got to be the monkey paw, because I think that's the only one that I haven't looked for. Have I played Revo? Not yet, not yet. I might play it later this week in my own time, though. Coast, welcome in. Yeah, no scream for me. This Banshee just doesn't want to scream for me. But see, that's why I don't use the Banshee scream to try to identify a Banshee, because it's so unreliable. But the motion sensors are very reliable. I think it's in the hallway now. Here, let me go check. Because it keeps booping this motion sensor over here, but it hasn't actually come over to me, I think. No, it's still in here. Okay. I guess it's just wandering into the hallway. That's all it's doing. But still, we saw it do the motion sensors like 3 or 4 times. That's way more consistent and reliable than the paramic. But I'll give it one more parabolic sound. Just turn the light switch off in there. Let's see. Day 2 of me saying, scream for me. Yeah. It's so fun when I'm playing with other people. I'm glad y'all enjoy that. I've always been nervous about doing like co-op content on stream. Thank you for the hydrate. But I do have a couple more collabs in the works over the next couple of weeks. I think the next person I'm going to be playing with is Make It Rain 45. Can Banshees change rooms? Oh yeah, that's a good point. They cannot. There it is right there. There's the Banshee scream. We finally got it. Whenever the Banshee makes a paranormal sound, it is a 33% chance that it will be a scream. But like I was saying before that scream happened, that 33%, it's kind of hard to get a Banshee scream. That's why I prefer to do the motion sensor method, because they, roam to you pretty often. So it's really easy to track that with the motion sensors. Okay, anyway. We have our ghost. We just need to cleanse it and repel it. Okay. Sid, thank you so much for the brand new Prime sub there. We finally got a Banshee scream. Okay, so, We have 9 more pictures to take. You know what? I'm just going to cheese it and do salt picks. I am absolutely going to cheese it and do salt picks. Does a ghost throwing stuff, opening doors, turning off lights, do anything to sanity? Generally, no. But if you do have a Yore, you know, the Yore has the ability to just fully close a door like that from open. If you're close to the ghost when it does that, it will drain 15% sanity. But otherwise, turning off... Oop, that was my mouse. Otherwise, turning off lights, you know, touching doors, that doesn't do anything to your sanity. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kinetic, I'm sorry. Oh! Oh no, I beefed my perfect. Oh no. I thought I had 9 piles of salt there. I only had 2. This is what I get. This is my punishment. This is my punishment for using salt cheese. Don't do it. I mean, you can do it. You can do it until Chronicle comes out. Did my new mouse just double click? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Sugary says, I think banshees in this game are funny since usually they only scream to imply someone close to you will die, but in this game, they're the ones who are killing you? Yeah, it's a warning. It's like, hey, watch out. I'm coming. Okay, so I need one more real picture. Monkey paw. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do to make the ghost haunt. There's a couple of different ways you can make it haunt with the monkey paw. You could wish for sanity, which will drop your... I'm sorry. You could wish for sanity, which will drop your sanity to 50%, but it will make the ghost change rooms. I don't like that one a lot because then you don't know where the ghost is coming from. You can change the weather, which will drop your sanity by 25%. But that's not going to get us close enough to hunt. So the next best thing that we could do is trap the ghost. That will make it hunt after a minute. Grab my stuff here. Counting out my items. Okay. I'm just playing solo, yeah. Let's see. Wishing for knowledge, that's not a good idea. That'll render you unable to see, and it will also make the ghost hunt immediately. Yeah, that's true. It will make the ghost hunt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I wish to trap the ghost. Okay, so it's going to lock all the doors in this room here. But fortunately, there's just a big old door right here that I can just walk out of without worrying about being trapped. Next thing I need to do is figure out where I'm going to hide. Oh, we don't have any hiding in there. That's not good. Yeah, it will be a cursed hunt when that ghost does hunt. Okay, so unfortunately, all the hiding spots are behind these locked doors. Oops, my bad. Let's see, is it possible for hide and seek with the monkey paw? No, that's a Ouija board exclusive. Ouija board exclusive. How does that affect a hunt? The curse hunt, it adds 20 seconds to the hunt, and it also drops the grace period to 1 second. So, and then after you initiate a hunt with a cursed possession, that hunt and then every other hunt after it is cursed. Meaning that they'll all have an extra 20 seconds, and they will all only have a 1 second grace period. So it can get pretty spicy. Speaking of spicy, here comes a ghost. Remember, he's 15% faster because of the blood moon. And on top of that, blood moon ghosts have a special effect, which we will hopefully see here in a second. Hey, Ding Dong, come get me. See that glowing eyeball right there? That's scary. Okay, so we're cleansing him, and then we're hiding back here. And then hopefully he doesn't find me. Okay, whoop, that was easy. That wasn't too bad. I think he spent so much time back in the bedroom that the hunt wasn't very long. But unfortunately, I did get 2 bad pictures, so it's not a perfect. Blood Moon perfect would have been nice, but I was a dum-dum and I forgot that I didn't put all 9 piles of salt down. I got cocky. And then I made a mistake. But otherwise, that was a pretty fun one. I'm glad that I got a Banshee for the first time in a while. I've been wanting to do another video on them. Locker in the garage, not on this map. You're thinking of Edgefield or Ridgeview.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready
All
for you.
right. Have I ever wished for hide and seek? No. No, it's not a thing. And there's our 10% Blood Moon bonus right there, which got us an extra $158. That's not a lot of money, considering that it does make it quite a bit harder, but whatever. Low-key, Blood Moon Raiju. I know I've had Blood Moon Raiju during the Halloween event. All right, let me get the ghost guessing resolved. Actual ghost was the Banshee. All right, who got that one right? Let's see. Echo, Pokemon Champion, and Z all got it correctly. How to guess. So once guessing opens again, which I'll do after the break because I got to take an ad break in a second, you do exclamation mark guess followed by the name of the ghost. So it'd be like exclamation mark guess Banshee, all in one line. But I need to take an ad break before that happens. Had like 5 Banshees. Have I? Really? I don't remember. I know I had one yesterday, but it is a lot harder to do clips and stuff when you're, you know, playing with people. Song of Storms. Oh god, that's appropriate with all the storms rolling in tonight. All right, so for anybody new here, I do one ad break an hour. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. While I do that, I get some words on stream going. I hop up, I use the bathroom, I refill my drinks. If you need to get up and do anything, now's a great time to do it. Otherwise, if you're subscribed, you're going to see all the rounds of words. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing too much. But if you do get the ads, I really appreciate you sticking through them. The ad revenue really helps the channel out, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. But yeah, here come the ads. I'll see you in a minute. BRB. And back. Man, I keep seeing faces in my bathroom mirror. Like, not mine, obviously. Just, you know, kind of glance at the mirror, think I see somebody in the reflection. Look again, nobody's there. Happened to me when I was in the shower the other day. Because my bathroom's kind of the same layout as the Willow Street bathroom. Hey, thank you for the hydrate, Philly. Woo! Almost spilled my water. And, when you play too much Phasmo, for real. But yeah, I was in the shower, and I went to, like, pull the shower curtain aside to grab a towel, and I kind of fumbled the curtain. So it slipped out of my hand, but in the, like, fraction of a second that the curtain was open, I thought I saw... in the reflection of the mirror, because, you know, it's like the Willow Street bathroom where the door is right next to the tub, and then you could kind of look at the mirror and see out the door of the bathroom. I thought I saw my wife standing there, and I thought, oh, that's weird. I thought she was sleeping, so I pulled the thing ahead. And, or I pulled the curtain back open, and nobody was there, and I was like, that's weird. Mork says, I swear someone stood behind me in the kitchen yesterday. You know how when you can feel someone there? The floor even creaked. Hypo was showering. Oh, man. Why are all these stories involving showers? All right, the ads are over. Let's get back in game. Let's see. But then just now, I think I was either sitting down or getting off of the toilet, and I thought I just saw somebody in the mirror. It's like, oh. Mark, how you doing today? All right, let me get the new round of ghost guessing going. Okay, new round of ghost guessing and drop game is open. Lizard Man, how you doing? Is there a way to tell a djinn in zero evidence? Yes. So the easiest way to tell that you have a djinn, first of all, if the ghost turns the breaker off, it is not a djinn. You can mark djinn off. But the easiest way to tell that you have a djinn is to let the ghost hunt and like stand far away from where it is coming from. And if it's any further than 3 meters from you and the breaker is on, it'll speed up really fast to get to you. And then once it gets closer, it'll drop back into kind of like normalish ghost speed. If I get a djinn today, I will demonstrate that. But we did actually have one yesterday that Brotator and I were able to show off the djinn speed up boost in Bleasdale, actually. Actually, I think I need to ask Brotator if he's okay if I upload that to YouTube, but if he is, I think that'll be Wednesday's video on YouTube. Because we had some good investigations yesterday. All right, less than 1 minute. Little balls of light, interesting. Hey, Jen's like, yeah. So it's sort of like the Revenant speed up, but not as fast, and it doesn't continue to go that speed until it gets to you. But on top of that, before the djinn sees you, it goes normal speed, unlike the Revenant. Anonymous, thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Madrina's is having a 40% off flash sale this weekend. Today is the last day that you can take advantage of that, but all the tubs on their site have been reduced in price by 40%, and then you can use my code, DontFightDucks, to save even more on your order. So if you've been thinking about trying Madrina's, or if you already like it and you want to try more, now's a great time to do it. And if you don't know what Madrina's is, it is a beverage company. They sell all kinds of great drinks. They started out as a coffee company, but they've expanded into energy drinks and boba tea as well. So they have whole bean coffee, which isn't part of the flash sale, unfortunately. They have cold brew coffee, which is part of the flash sale. They have their charge refresher energy drinks, which are part of the flash sale. And then all their boba tea is part of the flash sale. Anyway, ghost guessing is closed. Let's see where this one goes. All right, is that Wowman? Wowman, congratulations on the soup. Let me get the drop closed there. All right, good luck on everybody's guesses. Let's see. Should have guessed the ghost instead of dropping. Oh no. Also, is that Leon the Frog? Thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. I hope you enjoy it. All right, you believe in Thea? We shall see. All right, let me get the music off. All right, where should I go next? Went to Willow. You know what? I'm feeling Bleasdale. I really like this new map, and there's still a lot of rooms I have not got the ghost in on this map. Drip drop. Dr. Feels, welcome in. How you doing? All right. We are looking for Livy Todd. We need a photo of the ghost. We need to cleanse the ghost with incense, and we need to find evidence with an EMF reader. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. As long as we have a good curse possession for ghost pictures, or the ghost chooses to event on us. Oh, we do have snow, though. I'm not a fan of that. Guess random it picked Raiju. Oh, no. We shall see. I think you forgot what you got from random. Yeah, it'd be a surprise. Oh, man, these doors are so loud on this map. Why are the doors so loud on this map? We don't have the music box. We don't have the summoning circle. Uh-oh. And the power's not back here either. Hoping it's a Myling. I have had a Myling on Bleasdale before. That upstairs hallway is pretty good for telling Mylings, actually. Oh, wait. Next... Sorry. I thought I heard something. Is that back here in the kitchen? Ooh. I don't know if that plate's supposed to be in that pot. The plate is supposed to be in that pot. But either... Yep, this is the ghost room. I got cold breath in there. I have not had a ghost in the kitchen yet. This is exciting. Maddie, thank you for the 5-month resub. Yeah.
Everything ducks. Evening chat.
Thank you so much for that. Also, Lainey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Ghost wants a sandwich. I want a sandwich. Okay, so the power's not in the back. Oh, I forgot it's snowing. Oh, I think it's actually in here. Or is it? I don't know, man. Anyway, who did that? Yardy, thank you for the 3-month resub. Oh, that's a cute emote, Jess. Let's see. The ghost is gonna cook me? Oh no, I hope not. I'm too big to fit in an oven. Did I pass a bone in the kitchen? I don't know. We'll find out once the power's on. Hey, it's Lilith. Let's see, who did that? Dr. Fields, thank you so much for the 100 bits. But yeah, we got Lilith over in the corner there. Not sure when she runs away. Oh, there she goes. Bye. Okay. Anyway. Honestly, she doesn't scare me if she's right there, but if I, like, walk up to her and I'm not noticing, I'm like, blah! Hey, did you know these letters are pick-upable? One of them is, at least. Yeah, 2 of them are pick-upable. Which I didn't know until I saw a video where the ghost threw one. Let's see. Final project of college? Ooh, good luck, Sasquatch. Okay, so the ghost, I think, is in here because it has made a mess. It has made a mess of this room. We got a pillow, we got some cake over here. I think it threw a teacup. It is throwing a lot, so I have hopes that it could be a poltergeist. Oh yeah, we gotta go look for the bone. Somebody thought they saw it in the storage room. There is a hammer back here that does look a lot like the bone right there. Let's see. Otter, thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. Polty blows up wall. That's what I want to see. I want to see a polter pile on these walls. I need to see a polter pile on these walls here. Okay, bone in the kitchen. There's a wine bottle on the floor. But yeah, I don't see a bone in here. Okay, we'll go do a bone investigation later. Unaged Thea, possible. Possible, very active. Polterpile in the tea room would be amazing. There's so many rooms in New Bleasdale that a poltergeist doing a polty bomb in would be amazing. Dr. Fields.
Anyone else ever think about the fact we leave the client's house a mess?
Yes, all the time. My assumption is that there's a team that comes in after us to clean that up and actually deal with the ghost. That's the only rational explanation I can come up with. Oh, we got freezing. Oh, not a poltergeist. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Lots of places the ghost can leave fingerprints in here. Ooh, like right there, we got a fingerprint. Okay, we got ultraviolet and freezing, which means we have Jinn, Demon Hantu, or a Mimic. Okay, so if this is a Mimic, we got 2 real evidence here. We're only playing in Nightmare, or we're only playing in 2 evidence, so we're only going to collect 2 evidence. But the Mimic always has fake orbs that aren't really evidence for the Mimic, so if we come in here and see orbs, it's a Mimic. Ghost Adventures collab. How would that work? How would that work? Would, like, Zach Bagans give you missions? See, we don't even get rid of the ghost. Yeah, we just tell them what it is, you know? That's what they hired us for. They're like, hey, we think our house is haunted. And we're like, yep, your house is haunted. That'll be $1,000, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're doing a Mimic check right now. We're just rolling in there with the video camera. Aside from that, yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good on stuff. I'm gonna grab a lighter so I don't forget. If it's a Hantu, you guess that last round? It could be a Hantu. The only thing that makes me think it's not a Hantu is the fact that it has not turned the power off yet. Hantus love to turn the power off, because when they turn the power off, the temperature in the house drops, and then they can run faster everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go and put this crucifix down. We're going to put it right on top of the cookie plate. Best place for a cruci. And we're going to turn this light off so I can see a little better. And we're going to close that door so I can see a little better. Okay, we are looking for orbs to make sure it's not a mimic. And so far, I don't see any orbs. I see a lot of light bleeding through. I see a lot of reflections and weird aliasing issues. But I do not see any orbs in here. Okay, so I don't think it's a mimic, and I don't think it's a Hantu. What does that leave us? Demon. Demon or Djinn. Hey, I did literally just say, if I get a Djinn today, I will demonstrate the Djinn speed-up ability. And it could be a Djinn. Hasn't turned the power off yet. Let's see. Didn't shut out the motion light? Yeah, I'm getting used to it. Let's see. In the middle of packing up to move? Ooh, good luck with the move, Cassian. Cassian? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think the Z threw me off. Can't believe you remember all that you do. Haven't played in but 4 hours, a long time. All knowledge you know is from binging my stream VODs. Oh, yo, Void Runner, that's awesome. Blintish, how you doing? Good guy demon? Could be. Could be a demon that just hasn't early hunted us. But since demon is an option, I'm going to go ahead and put some crucifixes and salt down. Demons scare you so bad. Demons, honestly, the only bad thing about them is that they hunt early. Aside from that, they're a normal speed ghost. They're not that hard to escape from. But yeah, you do gotta watch out for those early hunts. So, where are my hiding spots? We can hide there. I think I can hide in those boxes back there. Primasaur, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Can the motion light trip the breaker? Yup. I don't like that fact, but it can absolutely trip the breaker. Okay. Let me make sure this ghost's still in here. Yeah, it is. Okay, just needs to walk across our salt there. But let me make sure. I'm going to go ahead and move this crucifix a little this way. So now we should have full coverage of this room between the two. Yeah, honestly, my gut says Djinn, but let me go check my sanity again. Because the Djinn has a ability where it can drain your sanity by 25%. And the only requirement for that is that you be in the same room as it. Or within 3 meters. And the breaker has to be on. Okay, there's a couple of requirements. But otherwise, it's not like it has to do anything special. It just has to decide to do it. Do I ever play Sunny Meadows solo? Or in prison? I do. I play Sunny Meadows more than prison, but I'll do a prison every once in a while. Got demon for the first time the other day. It was the baby! Oh no. I am a little concerned that this ghost hasn't walked across this salt. A little concerned. But, you know, I'm gonna do one more look for orbs. Just in case. Just in case. Yeah. Okay, well. If it is a Djinn, that's great because it's not gonna turn the power off on me while I go look for bones. Which I'm gonna do right now. We're looking for bones and we're looking for the cursed possession. Oh, it's the Ouija board. Perfect. Perfect. That'll let us make it hunt. Falling on for the motion lights. Can they affect the spirit box? They can, yes. Also, Surfer gets a lot. Thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. Oh, is that the Georgia Peach Lemonade? That's one of my faves. Also, Draken, thank you for the 35-month resub. Let's go. How you been?
Hi, stranger. I'm excited to be back.
How you doing, Draken? Thank you for the resub. But yeah. The motion light will affect the spirit box. The only thing that you can do about that is just, you gotta go turn the breaker off. Which is a real pain in the butt if the breaker happens to be in the attic. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I normally never do that, but in this case, I'll do that. Where is the bone? S T study. Goodbye. All right, okay. So now let's run outside and re-up our sanity because that does drain 20%. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to put us pretty darn close to 50%. But yeah, normally I don't ask the board where the bone is unless I'm on a bigger map. But hey, it turns out I'm on a bigger map. Even though I don't really think too much of Bleasdale being a medium map, it is. See, told me to update you a couple of streams ago when you tried Black Iced Tea. You love it? Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm really sad that I didn't like that one, but everybody else who's got it has told me that they liked it. So I may just need to try it again. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll slip an order in for the flash sale. Before the flash sale ends. All right. The board said there's a bone in here somewhere. Right there. Boop. Bet that's the house owner's hand, and I bet it fell off while he was using the typewriter. Oh, that door's locked. Let's see, who did the hydrate there? Philly, thank you for the hydrate. And Cooney, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Any advice on how to get a photo of a shade if you don't have a summoning circle? Music box also works great. Monkey paw, you can wish to see the ghost. Tarot deck, either you could pull a tower card, which doubles ghost activity for the next 20 seconds. Tower cards are pretty good at making the ghost event. If you pull a devil card, that forces the ghost to event. But aside from that, unless you want to risk it to try to take a picture during a hunt, which I don't usually recommend, sometimes if you have a shade and you have a ghost event or a picture objective, sometimes it's better to just leave. Leave and just go do something else. The ghost was giving me a hand, yes. Alright, so let's see if it stepped in the salt here. It finally stepped in the salt. Let's go. Okay. So I'm still feeling like this is a gin. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many pictures I need left. We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to get my incense, and we're going to make this ghost hunt. Yeah, just, honestly, sometimes it's better to leave, take the money that you've earned, and then go do another contract. Like, you will make more money faster that way than you will waiting around to try to get a perfect or complete all your objectives. What's the weekly challenge? You can do !weekly in chat to find out, but it is vulnerable on Willow Street, where we don't have any protective items whatsoever. So that one, you know, as long as your sanity doesn't drop in a hunt range, that one should be a normal investigation. Okay, so we got a lighter. I'm gonna grab 3 sticks of incense. Got your first gin yesterday? Nice. Also, NBG, thank you for the 3-stream streak. To answer how you doing, you're alive. Work's been kicking your butt. Starting to stress over bar results. Stardew Valley hyperfixation is back, and that's kind of nice. You know, good to have something to distract you. I have finished the new Puppet History season. Yes. I did not realize that the season finale was the season finale, though. So I was really confused when they're like, Mystery Files next week, and I'm like, what? So yeah, looking forward to the next season, since they left us on a cliffhanger. Spoilers. Anyway, wait. Oh, I'm like, where's the Ouija board? I'm doing pretty good today, Nuggets. Thank you. Got killed by the ghost and it was invisible. Oh no! Did the ghost have dots evidence, Adam? Like, do you remember what ghost it was? Because there is a bug in the game where ghosts with dots evidence will sometimes start hunting while they're in the dots state, and unless you're shining a dots projector on it, the ghost is completely invisible and not making footstep sounds. And that's one of the worst bugs in the game, and it's been in there for a while, unfortunately. Why do I use tier 1 incense? It doesn't affect the speed of the ghost. Because a lot of ghosts, like the one that we're testing for right now, in fact, 2 of the ones we're testing for right now, you can identify them by the speed that they are while they're hunting. So I'm going to drop my sanity down into hunt range. So I'm going to ask where it is, which drops me by 50% sanity, or it consumes 50% sanity. Where are you? Oh, it's in the utility room now. Okay. Goodbye. Alright, so now we're just waiting for this ghost to hunt. Hello, Dr. Feels. Thank you for the 1,000
Can we
bits.
get a hype train going?
Might be long enough that it's cooled down. Lover Cats, welcome in. How you doing? Let's see. JS says, what do you consider your most hated ghost? Mare. And is it... Oh, I thought we were hunting there. Is it the same as the hardest ghost to identify? Dr. Feels, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits.
Duck gang.
I should let you know, though, for hype trains, it has to be 3 events from 3 different people. But I think both of those 2,000 should contribute. Also, hey, Anonymous, thank you so much for the purchase of the Madrinas there. I think that's the sour bundle. Dr. Feels, thank you for the 700 bits. Okay, yes, now we are one thing away from a hype train. Whisper, thank you for the 100 bits. Lady Smoke, welcome in. Marroy, your Nightmare. They can be really tricky if you get a spirit box response from them and you don't realize that you're cursed.
Bing ball.
Pokemon Champion. Oh, that was a crucifix. Pokemon Champion, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, hype train started. What level are we on? If it didn't count those... Okay, yeah, we're on level 2 already, so it did count those 2 1000s. Jazz, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay, never mind. Dr. Feels, thank you for the 50 bits. Epics, thank you for the 50 bits.
CHO.
Jojo? Oh boy. Turtles, thank you for the 100 bits.
Let's go.
Oh man. Okay. So unfortunately, I have crucifixes in here, so I gotta get rid of these.
Here we go again.
Never mind, I don't need to deal with that. That's not my problem anymore. Now we're talking. Oh man. Thank you so much, everybody. What is that? Hang on, I need to step outside to read all this.
Time for the chaos.
Okay, so... Turtles with the 100. Tiago with the 100.
Yay, another hype train.
Anonymous with the gifted sub. Delta with 100. Lady with 100. Dr. Fields with 45. Jensen with 100.
Bing bong Coney Island.
It turned the power off. The ghost turned the power off. It's not a djinn. Oh man, I'm upset now. Hang on. Dr. Fields with the 45. Jensen with the 100. Let's see. Jacer with the 400. Thank you for that. Raven with the 45. Whisper with 100. Mirrodell with 100. JJ with 50. Cooper with 100. Kit with 100. Good Guy Demon? Maybe?
Here I hype again on my own. Going on the only train I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to hype alone. Back just in time for a hype train.
Kit, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
Double digits.
Oh man. Yeah, it could be a Hantu. Also, Soundbite, welcome in. How you doing?
Let's go.
Pokemaster, thank you for the 100 bits. King Sidious, thank you for the gifted sub to the community. But yeah, so the thing about the Hantus turning the breaker off is just because they have a higher chance of doing it, anything that's RNG based, such as the Hantu having a higher chance to turn the breaker off, or the Hantu turning the breaker off at all. Anything that's RNG based, just because it can happen, doesn't mean it will happen, so it could be a Hantu. Shamrock, thank you for the 100 bits there. Let's see, Beyond, welcome in. How you doing? We're just waiting for this ghost to hunt here. Oh, here we go. Is it a Hantu? If it's a Hantu, the breaker's off, so it's gonna have cold breath. That's a Hantu. Hear how fast it is? Oh, it's coming from that way! Ah! So that's a Hantu. Not only is it a Hantu, it turned the breaker off, finally, and it's snowing out, which means that all the temperatures in the house are 5 Celsius right now, so that Hantu is going crazy fast. Betty Disaster, welcome in. How you doing? Want the sad little kitty emote? Oh man, I haven't seen all the new Hype Train emotes yet. Yeah, holy moly. I can't believe it's a Hantu. That ghost took forever to turn the power off. What's my favorite thing from Adrena is the Georgia Peach Tea Lemonade is my absolute favorite flavor. Which I am sadly out of right now. But I'll be getting more soon. Oh man, I can't believe that's a Hantu. Oh, we still need a ghost photo. You know, I don't care. This ghost has not done a single event for me, and I don't have a way to force it. So we're just leaving. We're just leaving. Paychecks on cooldown? You don't need to ask to know.
Welcome back. I prepared some jobs for you.
Bedbat says, I was the anonymous that got the sour bundle. Yo, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I've, out of the sours, I've tried the sour watermelon, and I really like that one. I might try the blue raspberry next month. All right, so let me get the ghost guessing resolved. Actual ghost was... Actually, let me get the music on first. There we go. Actual ghost was the Hantu. Who got that one? That might be the weirdest Hantu you've ever seen. Yeah, I've had a couple of Hantus that waited to turn the power off, but it's
finally
not
Hantu,
yay. Lucky, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Our winners are Lucky Bug, Sib, Phasmo Pro Jr., Lizardman, Determined, Luia, Hardbonk, Z, and Dragon Steels. Also, Tin Soldier, thank you for the 750 bits. The music's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Okay, let me get the next round of ghost guessing going. Right there? Okay. Ghost guessing is on, and the new drop game round is on. So, get your guesses in, get your drops in, and I'm gonna decide what I'm doing next. How about... You know, let's do some Sunny Meadows. I'm gonna do Sunny Meadows next. Man, I'm so sad that wasn't a gen. Because I feel like I've done a Hantu video pretty recently. Let's see, who's in the suit there? Artorias! Oh, somebody just stole the suit. Mega Noodles just stole the suit from Artorias. Exordium just stole the suit from Mega Noodles. I've never seen like a triple combo soup steal like that before. Not with anybody that close to the middle anyway. That was thrilling, it was. Alright. Check out a couple of things here. Oh my god, the hype train was still going. I forgot about it. Hype train success! Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate that so much. Oh, I got a new emote. Let me see what it is. So I say mood. I really do like that they left the old hype train emotes on there, so if somebody doesn't have them all, they could get them. Because that used to be a crummy thing about the hype train emotes. Like when they were gone, they were gone. Is ghost guessing still open? Is ghost guessing still open? Oh yeah, it's still open. It's gonna close any second now, though. Ghost guessing has ended. Good luck, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna let these last couple of drops land, and then we're getting back into the map. Or into the game. Or, you know what I mean. Okay, that zombie in the witch... No, I'm gonna say the witch head is the last one that's gonna land. Anybody else who does it, sorry, you're not gonna get to the bottom. Wolfie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wolfie. I think you're going straight down anyway. Alright, there we go. We are heading into Sunny Meadows Restricted. Think you voted for Diogen? Oh, I would love to have a Diogen.
Alright, we're here.
Grab that, grab that. Actually, yeah, this is fine on Sunny Restricted. If this was full-size Sunny, I would probably start with a lantern and a candle instead while I look for the power. But we're looking for Jerry Anderson, and we need our sanity below 25%, firelight and motion sensor. That's all pretty easy. Beat Apocalypse 3 yesterday, and was just curious, when you beat it, did you beat it with a ghost that wasn't Diogen? No, I got a Diogen. I got really close to beating it with a Wraith, but I forgot. All I had left was parabolic microphone. That was the only thing I had left to get. But I was like waiting in a hiding spot and I forgot to put a crucifix underneath me. So the Wraith teleported to me and then immediately haunted. I was so mad. Boop. Ding. Okay, we got power up front. We got the bell. Check up here for bones. We got hiding up here too. That's great. I feel like I use this hiding spot more than anywhere else on Sunny Meadows. Let's see, Steam Bun, how you doing? I'm doing good today, thank you. Yeah, but honestly, it didn't take me that long to get Apocalypse 3. I think I only tried for about 2 weeks. I would only do like 1 or 2 attempts per stream. Only on stream as well, never off stream. Okay, we've got a voodoo doll right up here. I'm just gonna check over here for the bone. Why do you always ring the bell? No gameplay reason. It's just kind of a thing that Phasmophobia streamers have always done. It's kind of like a little good luck ritual or something like that. Where are we? We're in Sunny Meadows Restricted. And it looks like we have downstairs. Actually, I didn't check this room over here. Okay, because it'd be really silly of me to go all the way downstairs looking for the ghost. And then it turns out the ghost is in that room right there. But now that I think about it, I think I would, since it is looking like our ghost is probably going to be in the hallway downstairs, I'm going to grab a thermometer. Got to deal with good objectives before I beat... Oh, you forgot your lighter! Oh, that's rough. That is rough, yeah. But I will say, there's no shame in winning it with the Diogen, because Dios on Apocalypse 3 are terrifying. One of the scariest things I've ever experienced in Phasmophobia is looping an Apocalypse 3 150% speed Diogen while you're only going 50% speed with no sprint. Gonna lurk until the turnover. All right, hey Spectre, thank you so much for the lurk. I think the turnover should be in about 45 minutes. I haven't checked that. Scum Baby, thank you so much for the brand new Prime sub. I appreciate that. Fishes, I hope you're doing well. Forgets a lot said, I just had a Yori close the door on me 4 times in 40 seconds? Holy moly. That's the best Yuri I've ever heard of. Let's see. Yep, I believe the UK and a lot of other parts of Europe changed time yesterday. Yesterday at midnight for... Or no, 2 a.m. for them, I think. Okay, checking the hallway, and... yeah, that's a little colder. That's a little colder, leading me to believe that the ghost is down here. I would absolutely love it if we had a morgue ghost. And I'd love it even more if it was a morgue ghost with Patient 7's model. Just don't be in the surgery room again. Every time I come to this map and I get this hallway, the ghost is in the surgery room. Don't be in the surgery room, please. Please don't. Please don't. This is Why? Why is it always this room? This room in particular. Oh, I have the worst room RNG. That being said, let me go check and see if we have hiding down here. Oh, that's weird. The ghost turned this light on. I didn't turn this on, so it's not a mare. And we do not have hiding. Okay. That is weird. So either the ghost wandered all the way down there and turned the light on, or maybe we have twins. Perhaps we have twins. I spoke it into existence. She's arisen from the dead. Oh, man. Yeah, I would... God, it'd be so great to have a Patient 7 ghost in the morgue. Let's see. Fever, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Also, Steam Bun, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Could have been the meat room. I have had the ghost in the meat room before. No. Oh, yeah. This is Sunny Meadows restricted. Sorry. For some reason, I thought you were asking if that was the experimental wing. Which is in the other direction. Is there a ghost that can't lock the light? You mean like, can't turn the light on? The mayor cannot turn the light on. Every ghost can turn the light off, though. Alright. So, now that I have all that in there, we're at 83% sanity. That's not too bad. I am going to grab my book, grab my video camera, take all that down there. Is it true that the mimic can't mimic any ghost during the first minute? The mimic starts in the blank state, and the mimic can change what it's mimicking every 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So that does ring true, but I don't think, if there's like a specific set time before it starts to mimic, I'm not aware of it. But yeah, the mimic does start in the blank state, which is the state where the only thing it can do is regular ghost activity and also choose another ghost to mimic. Let's see, George, welcome in. How you doing? Is there a ghost that can't turn on the breaker? Yes, the Hantu. The Hantu cannot turn the breaker on. Conversely, the Djinn can't turn the breaker off. Did I forget? Hey, you know what I forgot? I forgot my EMF and an ultraviolet. I don't see any orbs in here, so I'm going to plop the camera back down. We're going to check the temperature here. Oop, we got freezing. We got freezing. Let's see. Brianti says, I just thought, how awesome would a collab map be between the mortuary assistant? Oh man, that'd be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of... I always say that there's so much potential for Phasmophobia maps. There's even potential for like Phasmophobia, like cross promotions and stuff like that. Was there a ghost that can keep the light switch in the on position? Oh, was the ghost hunting? Because if the ghost is hunting, you can't flip the light switch. That's one way to know if a ghost is hunting or not. Like, if you're in a big map like this, where you can't hear the ghost hunting because you're too far away, you can flip light switches. If they flip, no hunt. If they don't flip, hunt. Got a Goran, you were able to teach your friends how to test run? Nice. Did it actually do the thing? Had a ghost roll toilet paper at you in Bleasdale bathroom and then proceeded to fake hunt on top of you. You need a pants check? The ghost is like, hey, you're gonna need this. What? Ah. Ever played Ghost Watchers? I have not. I have not. The only games like Phasmophobia I've played are Demonologist, which I didn't really care for. What's Pyramid Phasmophobia called? I can't remember. Emery Fairy plays it all the time. Forewarned. I've played Forewarned. Forewarned is really good. Forewarned does enough different from Phasmophobia to be like its own game and really cool. And then I don't really count this one as a Phasmo-like, but I've also played Death Watchers. And Death Watchers is more of like, it looks superficially like Phasmophobia, but it's more of an anomaly spotting game. And you're like you're logging anomalies, and based on which anomalies you get or don't get, or how many of each you get, you figure out which components you need to like build a ritual circle to banish a demon. It's pretty fun too. Honestly, I think Death Watchers is a better multiplayer game than Phasmophobia. Because like, Phasmo's great, don't get me wrong, and I love playing Phasmophobia with other people, but you do get to a point in the investigation where there's just not much for everybody to do if you have a full squad. And everybody's like put their stuff down. And all the equipment's inside. This ghost really likes turning this light switch off. Okay, so we do have freezing, I know that. We don't have orbs. though I could check again. But aside from that, I haven't really played any of the other Phasmophobia type games. Just not really interested, to be honest. Oh, that is true. The only Phasmo clones I've really played are Roblox games. What do you think about them adding other ghosts? I would be shocked if they never added another new ghost to Phasmophobia. But right now, if they have plans for it, they haven't talked about it. Because you can actually look at the, it's called a Trello board. It's what they use to keep track of what they're working on. And they have a lot of like future features on there, but New Ghost is not one of them at the moment. But I'm sure they will eventually. Pablo, welcome in. How you doing? I was playing Insanity once, and it was throwing a lot of items, and my friend said Poltergeist. It was a Gorio, yep. So, the thing about, hey, we met the follower goal. Holy crap, 13,000 followers. You know what that means? Or if you don't know what that means, I'll tell you. On Tuesday's stream, in the first hour, I'm going to give away a sweatshirt from the merch store. That's been the thing I've been doing for every 1,000 follows. So now suddenly this ghost is super quiet. What do I think they should add? Honestly, as far as ghosts go, I can't think of anything, you know? I can think of maps that would be cool, but ghosts, I have no idea, you know? Most of the stuff that I think about for Phasmophobia that I want usually tends to be like quality of life type stuff. Well, okay. I'm gonna go get more stuff. Love to see a ghost that can mimic the player. In the very, very early days of Phasmophobia, I'm talking like the first week the game was out on Steam, the ghost actually could do a ghost event that mimicked other players. Like, it would event, and it would look just like one of the player models, but it would, like, walk at you like a ghost, you know, like a fake hunt. And, on top of that, the... excuse me. On top of that, I think the Phantom could do a version of it where, like, the player's skin was all, like, putrid and zombified. Dragon says the sweatshirts are so comfy, y'all. If you don't have one, you should enter. Yep. It's going to be, Tuesday at the top of the first hour of the stream. Had a weird glitch happen when you played last night. You took a picture of the ghost, and it disappeared, but it was an Oni. I haven't experienced that myself, Dakota, but I have heard people say that it is possible to take a picture coincidentally at, like, the last fraction of a second that the ghost event ends, and the ghost will not be in the picture. I've heard that. Follower goal met. Oh my god, that means somebody unfollowed? That means somebody unfollowed as soon as I hit the follow goal. Okay. Shade? Maybe? Because I haven't heard it do anything while I've been in the room with it. But I think I do have a ghostwriting book in there. So if it's a shade, we're looking for EMF 5 or ghostwriting. But I do still need to bring in the dots projectors and the spirit box. What does a yokai do? Yokais get cranky if you talk around them. Thank you for the hydrate, unicorn. So if you're talking around a yokai, it raises its hunt threshold up from 50 to 80. So yokai can be very dangerous in multiplayer. The trade-off for that, though, is that yokai, their senses are really dulled. So they can't detect your electronics or hear you unless they're 2.5 meters or closer from you. Other ghosts can conversely detect your electronics away from 9 meters and hear you from 7.5 meters away. Soul King, how you doing? Oh, a museum would be really cool. But the only thing about that is they have said that they're not really going to do any more big maps. At least they don't have plans to. That could change in the future. But for the time being, they're focused on small maps because that's what most people want and like. Can you show the meters in person? Which meters are you talking about? Oh, like the meters as in the distance? It's really hard to, like, visually demonstrate that in Phasmophobia. The only thing I know for sure is, you know, you have your walkie-talkie, this thing here? This thing? Ghosts can disrupt your electronics if they're within 10 meters of you. So if you're holding a flashlight during a hunt and the flashlight starts blinking, that means the ghost is 10 meters or closer. And that's also true of your walkie-talkie. So while you're holding your walkie-talkie down, if the ghost gets within 10 meters of you during a hunt, your walkie will start hissing. So that's really the only way that I have to know distance in Phasmophobia. So the way that I tend to test for a yokai is I hold my walkie down, and I wait for it to go, and then I let up on it. And if the ghost comes over to me, it's probably not a yokai. If the ghost just ignores me, it's probably a yokai. Banana Man, how you doing? Betty says, your streams help me call a Yore when playing with your friends. Watched it open and shut doors when no one was in the house. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, the Yore has the ability. If there's a open door like this, you know, like this, fully open, it's the only ghost that can go and close the door completely without the aid of a ghost event. Because if a ghost events, yeah, it'll slam all the doors in the room that it events in. But the Yore can do that without doing a ghost event. Hey, Banana Man, can you chill on the caps? Normally I'm not whatever about caps, but when it's like 2 messages in a row of all caps, they don't need to be caps, you know. Forgot, why do yokai ignore the static versus the others? They just can't detect your electronics or hear you unless they're 2.5 meters or closer from you. So, the range that a ghost starts disrupting your walkie is far enough away that a yokai wouldn't hear it. Why is your voice so soothing? I don't know. But thank you, Jorah. Let's see. Any looping tips? Crouch. So pretend this is a kitchen counter right here. Basically what you want to do is you want to crouch and just try to stay on the opposite side of the ghost, tapping sprint when you need to get further away. I do have a video on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram about looping. You can also find a section about looping in my beginner's guide, which I just popped a link to in chat. Banana Man, I just told you stop with the caps. Also, I'm doing solos today. Hey, since I just told you not to do caps and you did again, I'm timing you out. But yeah, I'm playing solo today. Does noise from shutting doors? Nope. Wait, does noise from shutting doors or lockers mean anything during a hunt? No, the ghost can't hear that. The ghost can't hear your footsteps. It can't hear you, you know, closing doors. The only thing it can do is detect electronics in your hand, or your walkie if you hold it down, or it can hear your voice. Brioche, how you doing? Also, we gotta take an ad break here, so I'm gonna step out. Do I have a brother? I do not. Let's see. Love says, do you have a brother? If so, when you were wrong, did you chase each other around the table and be like, where are you gonna go? Which way? Which way? Yeah, that's basically what looping a ghost is like. But the key is you can't let it see you, because if the ghost sees you, then it gets faster. So you gotta keep crouched and you gotta keep right up against the table. Watch Ducks stream a rotator from yesterday. Are you talking about the pillar in high school? I mean, that's what not to do. Let's see. Before Phasmophobia? Before Phasmophobia, I started out as like a retro and indie game streamer, and then I became a Dark Souls streamer, and then I became a Bethesda RPG streamer, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, that kind of stuff. And there's also a lot of survival crafting type stuff along the way too. But ever since September of 2022, I've been streaming Phasmophobia. Let's see. Oh yeah, Brotator did loop a full speed. Was it a Hantu? I don't remember what it was. But anyway, y'all, if you're new here, I do 1 ad break an hour. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. While I do that, I get up, I use the bathroom, I refill my drinks, all that fun stuff. If you need to get up and do anything, now's a good time to do it. Which Dark Souls is my favorite? Man, honestly, I think Dark Souls 1. I really like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 was okay. Like, it's an objectively good game, but it didn't speak to me as much as the first 2 did. Anyway. So, if you are subscribed, you're going to see all the rounds of words. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing too much. But if you do get the ads, I really appreciate you sticking through them. The ad revenue really helps the stream out and everything. But good luck on the words. I'll be back in just a minute. Here come the ads. Hey, my bad. I forgot to turn on auto whatever. All right, I'm back. Got about 30 seconds of ads left. Oh man, it does feel a little warm in here. Hang on. I see if Ray was in earshot. Actually, wait, no, I can go do it myself. Hold on, back. BRB. All right, the ads are over. Welcome back, everybody. Got a little bit more of this round of word skill, then I'll be back into Phasmophobia. All right. Get that off. What music's playing? This is... Hang on, what is it? This is Zelda. I think it's the... I think it's like the castle music from Link to the Past. How did you pass English? I don't know. I'm not really good at the words on stream game either. But yeah, I don't think... Do I have any Hollow Knight music? I might have one Hollow Knight song. Streams are way more different than your videos. Are they? Is that good or bad? Yeah, I mean, the videos are like edited super tightly and like really curated and stuff like that. Let's see. All right, let me get the music off. Stand up when you loop. That's why you get cooked every time? Oh yeah, you definitely gotta crouch. Like, there are people who can do full stand looping, but it is a lot harder and it's a lot more dangerous. Okay, so we still need to get our sanity down. We need to get the ghost below to firelight and do a motion sensor. Alright, well, our sanity's good. Our options are Jin, Shade, Revenant, Yurei, Hantu, Demon, Moroi, Twins. I don't think it's a demon, but I'm gonna take in a Crucifix just in case. Life is both a bibliophile and crazy bird lady. I love that. So if your day doesn't include some kind of interesting word or bird fact, it's an unusual day. Let's see. Scrabble's your jam. Yeah, that game is kind of like Scrabble, isn't it? I think it even uses Scrabble scoring, maybe? Kiam, welcome in. How you doing? Decent looping, but you can't... Oh, yeah. I don't even try to loop the babies or Patient 7. You know, I play more for survival than showboating, and if it's the baby or Patient 7, I'm like, nope. No looping. Stay safe. Thank you, Anna. Honestly, it looks like it's fine outside. How long do I stream for? 5 hours, Jenny. And we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so we got about 3 more hours left. But right after this one, we're going to be rolling into the brand new weekly challenge. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Do you like me? Are you friendly? I'm trying to remember where I put my ghostwriting book. Let's see. Thank you so much for the hydrate there. Got a 2-pound bag of airheads? Oh no. I would consume that far too quickly. Ada says, when do you recommend trying Apocalypse? I wouldn't try Apocalypse until you have most of the tier 3 equipment unlocked. And you also have a lot of money with which to potentially lose. Okay, so if this is a shade, it threw the book, which means we're not going to get writing. And that means the only thing left to really get, if it's a shade, is going to be EMF 5. And so far, this ghost has not done squat while I've been in the room with it. So I really do think it might be a shade. So I'm going to, let's see, we're going to grab some motion sensors and some firelights. Hobbit, thank you for the 5-stream streak. And it's your birthday! Happy birthday, Hobbit. Do anything fun today for it? Yeah, I think it... Wait, did I put it on the ground, Dragon? Are you saying I just threw it instead of placing it? Because I have no recollection. Oh, man. Honestly, I like birds. I like birds. I have a healthy appreciation of birds, but I don't know anything about them. Thick ketchup, it is. Also, Orpheus, how you doing? Does sound sensor pick up an EMF? It should, Wiley. About to play some Phasm Lunch on Airheads while drinking White Monster. Good luck. I know White Monster is probably the most popular, especially in like the memes and stuff, but I can never get into White Monster. I like the strawberry though. I like that one. But unfortunately Monster made me just feel real funky. What do I have in my hands? Oh, crucifix. Oops. Funny bird video, same. Let's see. Malice, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 100% okay with that. Mr. Hobbit and I are both... Oop, that scrolled off screen. Both playing our games, and we're going to order pizza. What kind of pizza are you getting, Hobbit? I could use the voodoo doll to try to force EMF 5. The thing with the shade, though, is that they won't actually interact if you use the voodoo doll while you're in the room with them. However, if you do happen to get unlucky and do the heart pin, it will still cause a hunt, even if you're in the room with them. Because normally Shade won't hunt if you're in the room with it. But yeah, I could use the voodoo doll to see if it's a Shade. Uh-oh, chat stopped scrolling. How far behind am I? Not that bad. Energy drink called Clean, no weird jitters. I drink, I'm actually partnered with them. I drink Madrina's Charged Refreshers. It's all natural ingredients. It's all natural caffeine, which is implied by the all natural ingredients, but you know. I forgot a lighter. That's fine. We had to go get more stuff anyway. But yeah, I love Madrina's because it doesn't give me any like crashes or jitters or anything like that. Good stuff. But also Vitriol, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Thank you for the Madrina's command tray. Oh yeah, speaking of Madrina's, they're having a 40% off flash sale on all tubbed drinks this weekend. That includes the cold brew, the charged refreshers, the boba teas, both boba tea, milk tea, and fruit tea. So if you like coffee or you're interested in trying a new energy drink, or if you already like Madrina's and you want to stock up on more, now's a great time to do it. Because that sale ends today. Today's the last day you can do that. The best part about it, too, is you can even use my code DontFightDucks to save even more on your order. It's not one of those sales where you got to either choose between the site sale or my code. You can do both. And that's one of the reasons I love Madrina's, you know. Their on-site promotions don't feel like they're throwing their creators under the bus like some other brands. Not naming names, but, you know. Anyway. Pink Monster. Are you talking about the strawberry, Rianchi? Or I know there's another pink can. Let's see. Primavera veggie with no mushrooms because they're yucky and you're allergic. Okay. Yeah, that's a good reason not to get mushrooms. Mr. Hobbit's getting barbecue chicken. Anti-Hobbit's getting Hawaiian. Nice. That sounds good. You know, I like a pizza with a lot of vegetables on it. It's definitely a ghost. I know that much. Yeah, I totally beefed it and died yesterday doing a yokai test when I was playing a Brotator because I forgot my lighter. Okay, so what else do I want? I'm going to grab a stick of incense. You know, we don't need a ghost picture, so I'm going to get 2 sticks of incense. I'm going to carry the voodoo doll down with me. Actually, we're going to bring it to Crucifix as well. Lainey says, about Madrina's, if you like milk tea but not the tapioca pearls, the pearls are separate. So you're not forced to have the pearls with it. Yeah, I personally never even tried the pearls. Though I think the tapioca pearls are currently out of stock, but they do have the popping strawberry fruit pearls. If that's more your speed. Pipeline Punch, Ultra Rosa, and Strawberry Dreams. I think Strawberry Dreams was the one I always used to drink before I decided I have to stop drinking Monster. Just for my own sake. Let's see. Oh, Philly said the Con Cookie Crumble is super good. I'm glad you liked it. I could not get into that one. I was really disappointed. But I am glad the flavors that I haven't really cared for, other people have tried them and they do like. So that just means it's a me problem. All right. So either this is going to work and I'm going to get a good clip out of it, or I'm going to die. But before I do this, I do want to figure out where my hiding spots are. Okay. So, we got a bed in there. That might work. I do have a beginner's guide, yeah. If anybody's asking about that, here it is right here. Hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Oh, there's a good hiding spot right there. Who did that? Jensen, thank you so much. See, at the store. Work breakfast? Ooh, I want work breakfast. Okay. So, I'm going to put this crucifix down here, just in case we do drop into hunt threshold. But that's not going to do anything to help me against the voodoo doll. I also have my EMF meter in here. This should detect anything in the room. But I'm also going to check and see if it's still in here, actually. It is. Okay. Hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Anonymous. Ooh. That looks like some kind of bundle. Not sure which one. I'm looking for the voodoo doll. I lost it. Oh, there it is right there. Man, it's so dark in here. All right, so my hope is I don't push the heart pin. We're gonna turn this on as well. And I lost the voodoo doll again. Oh, there he is. All right, so right now I'm standing in the basement of Sunny Meadows. And I'm pretty sure I have a shade. This ghost has barely done anything while I've been down here. Actually, let me check that for ultraviolet real quick. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait for this to stop beeping. Gonna head out. Oh, hey, good luck on the cleaning, Lily. What does the sound sensor do? It picks up sound around it, and you can hear it from the truck. One time you had a ghost and only gave you one evidence, so use the voodoo doll for an event or interaction, but it moved to the heart pin. Oops. I should let you know, though, unfortunately, the voodoo doll can't force an event. It can only do interaction. All right. Now, did it just leave the room, or is it in the room with me? That's the problem of only having one motion sensor. Starting YouTube? I do not have any YouTube advice. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing over there. Any success that I have from YouTube is just because people were demanding it on other platforms. All right. So right now I'm standing in the basement of Sunny Meadows, and I'm pretty sure I have a shade, and I'm playing with two evidence, and I can't get my I can't get my second evidence. I know it's not ghostwriting because the ghost threw the book. And that means if it is a shade, we're looking for EMF 5. But another way that you can test for a shade, of which there's a couple, is if you're standing in the ghost room and you use the voodoo doll to try to force an interaction, which is what these pins do when you push them, the shade will not do the interaction if you're in the same room as it. So if I push this pin and I don't hear anything... Did it just walk out of the room? Wolfie, thank you for the hydrate. This is why I do most of my scripted tutorials on the other channel, because it's like I keep messing up or the ghost keeps doing something wrong and I gotta wait and I gotta start over, or sound plays. Let's see, Night Panther, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub for 3 months in advance. Holy crap, I appreciate that so much. Enjoy your duck emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing. All right, so I'm standing in the basement of Sunny Meadows right now, and I'm pretty sure I have a shade, but I haven't been able to collect all my evidence. I'm going to use the voodoo doll to see if it's a shade or not, because if you're in the same room as the shade, it cannot interact with anything at all, even if you try to use the voodoo doll to force an interaction. Now, I did just hear it beep the motion sensor. I heard it go boop, and then boop, so I think it's in the room with me right now. I'm going to push the voodoo doll, and let's see what happens. Nothing happened. So I think that means it's a shade. I'm going to go around the room with my EMF meter just to double check. Yeah, nothing happened when I pushed that pin. So now we're going to step out of the room and push a pin. And then go around with the EMF meter again, if I could find it. Oh, interesting. Nothing happened that time either. So now I'm pushing a pin outside. Oop. And that time, it did do something while I was outside of the room. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is a shade based on that. So I do need to be careful not to push the heart pin, because that will cause a hunt. but let me push one more while I'm in the room with it. Yep, I pushed a pin while I'm in the room with the ghost and nothing happened. So that means that this is a shade. Now the problem with that... What do I need to do? Firelight? Yeah, whatever. Oh, and we just got the EMF 5. If I could find it. And as soon as I stepped out of the room, we just got an EMF 5 on something. So yeah, that is pointing even more towards a shade. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to take the voodoo doll back upstairs, and we're going to try to get it to blow that light out, and we're going to use the voodoo doll to get our sanity down. Let's see. Kit, thank you so much for the 45 bits. Took you a while to get to the stream, but how's the game been? Pretty good, pretty good. We started out with the Willow Street Blood Moon, which was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Shades can still, the Shade's ability to not interact with anything while you're in the room with it, the voodoo doll can't bypass that. But if you stand outside the room and push pins, then you can use that. So just make sure you're not in the same room as the Shade. Dragon of Power, thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. I think that's the Palia Blackberry Dragon Fruit, which I'm a big fan of. Okay. So now I'm going to come up here. We're just going to push the rest of the pins. Till we get 25%. Oh, okay, there we go. We got our 25%. And we managed to not push the heart pin. So now the only thing I have left to do is to just get a bunch of pictures down there. Closest you've ever got to getting it right. Odie is right next to Shade. I guess you're right, technically. Nooms, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Always get Blood Moon on Willow Street. I was saying that earlier, Beyond. I was saying I typically get Blood Moon on my first investigation of the day. And that's usually Tanglewood or Willow Street, so I get it on those maps the most. Alright, our sanity is in the absolute dumpster. And this is gonna let us get it up out of hunt range, at least. Because Shades don't start hunting until 35%. But now I'm going to ditch the incense. We're going to get all of our salt here. Let's see. Gonna try it. I hope you like it too. I really like that one. I think it's one of my top 3 that I've tried so far. Why does all trail mix have almonds? Does it? I feel like that's a pretty expensive ingredient to put in trail mix. See, usually drinking smaller energy drinks and they burn like hell? Oh man. Yeah, I will say the Madrina's doesn't burn or anything like that. It doesn't have that chalky taste that a lot of other energy drinks have, or the powdered ones anyway. And also it doesn't feel like it leaves a weird film in my mouth. Anyone know if the Madrina's mixed well with coconut water? I'm unsure, but you could probably try it. Like, I don't see why not. That being said, they do have one flavor that does... I think the Miami Vice is supposed to have coconut flavor. So it might go well with that one. What happens if you push the heart pin when nobody's inside the building? You can't even try to push the pins unless you're inside. Yeah, like Razor says, I don't think you can use the voodoo doll outside. Got the dragon fruit. Oh, and the blue raspberry. Nice. Yeah, that's the only thing about the dashboard where it tells me, like, the list of events of, like, who bought what, is it only tells me the item that gets displayed in the little alert. So if you bought, like, 5 tubs, it'll only tell me one of them. Lack of events says no Oni. They constantly do them, yeah. Oni do tend to event more than other ghosts. But yeah, I'll take the voodoo doll outside just to show you. In fact, I think they pushed every pin but the heart pin. Woo! So I'm pushing it, nothing's happening. But if I step inside, oops! Let's see. Oh, you also got the Irish cream. I've heard good stuff about the Irish cream. They've said that that's, they do like a call with their creators once a month. Carson, thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. Evening Swan, thank you for the pants check. My pants are fine right now. But yeah, they do a call with all their creators once a month that you can hop on, and they said that whenever they unvault the Irish cream for St. Patrick's Day, it's like their best-selling flavor of the month. Jellyfish, how you doing? 300 milligrams of caffeine. Oh god, that's scary. Though some of those canned drinks do have that much. I don't know. I try not to do more than 200. Otherwise, I start feeling a little funny. If someone's being hunted inside and you see the ghost from outside, can you take a picture? I don't think so. I don't think you can. But yeah, I can tell that the ghost is hunting right now because I'm trying to click this light switch and nothing is happening. It literally won't flip. So that's one way to tell if your ghost is hunting or not when you're in a big location like this. Oh, and the lights just turned off. That's one way to tell that your ghost has finished hunting. So if you know for a fact that the ghost is hunting and then the lights turn off, like literally all the switches flip down. It won't turn off at the breaker when a hunt ends because here's our breaker here and it is still on. But if all the lights flip off at the switches, that tells you that the hunt is over. And obviously, too, you can check the door. If the door slams shut, you know a hunt has started, and if you can't open the door, you know that the ghost is still hunting. Meowtane, welcome in. How you doing? Carson, thank you so much again for the Madrinas. If someone's being hunted... Wait, yeah, I read that already. Love says, finally ordered some Madrinas yesterday morning. I'm excited to try it. Getting the Terraria collab one. Can't remember the name. Is that the, was it the refresher or the coffee? Or no, I think they also have a fruit tea. They have a couple of Terraria collabs. But the Terraria one that I've tried is the Life Fruit Limeade, which is one of my favorites. What's our sanity? 52. We're good. The only reason the shade hunted was because I poked the heart pin. Champion, thank you so much for the hydrate there. Dragon says, I was on the campsite and had the ghost come at me when I was outside by the door? Really? Like it actually walked up to the door? Normally they shouldn't do that. That's wild. That had to be a bug. Okay, so anyway, last thing we need to do is run in there and get all of our pictures, and then we can get out of here. Demons, welcome in. How you doing? Holy crap! Is that Vitriol? Thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. Oh, I think you got the peach tea there. That's, I might have heard me say that, but that's one of my favorite flavors. Actually, I think it's the favorite flavor that I have. I have yet to find anything that I like more than the peach tea, but I do have a lot that I like. I've only tried 2 flavors that I didn't care for, but thankfully other people have tried them and told me that they liked them. One of your ancestral names is Flanagan, and Guinness is your go-to when they don't have any stouts. Had to order the Irish cream. I love that. Pandora says the Miami Vice flavor said something about pina colada. That was enough to convince you? Yeah, I think it's strawberry... Is it strawberry, pineapple, coconut? Maybe? That might be the combo? I don't know. But I really want to try that one soon. You backed off the door and the ghost turned around. That's so wild, Dragon. Demon says, been watching your videos and I want to get Madrinas, but they don't have anything sugar-free. Oh yeah, that's the downside of the Madrinas. The charged refreshers are very low sugar. Like, some of them only have 3 to 5 milligrams of sugar per serving, but they don't have anything that's completely sugar-free. Which, thank you for the 3-stream streak. You want a price for that or something? Anyway, Allie, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, so I just need to figure out where the salt is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does the lighter count as a firelight? For the purpose of objectives, it does not. But for the purpose of candle flame blows for the Onryo's hunt ability, it does count as a candle flame. But yeah, for actually getting a ghost to blow out a firelight, you got to get it to blow out a candle or a lantern. Give you a prize? What kind of prize do you want, Witch? Is this Sunny Meadows? It is. This is the hospital wing of Sunny Meadows, and I'm about to get out of here. Did not bother looking for the bone. Probably should have. Don't care. Does it matter what a picture you take for the reward? Or is it as long as, does it matter what picture you take for the reward? What kind of picture are we talking about, Jenny? Are you talking about, like, these just generic pictures here, or, like, the ghost picture? Because for the ghost picture objective, it can be any number of stars as long as it says ghost picture. But for perfects, they do have to be 3-star pictures. But pretty soon, the star picture system is going to be going away whenever the next major update drops. What's a burrito bite? It's just a collectible on the stream to let you know how many streams you've been to. All right, I think we are done here, and I'm pretty sure the new weekly is out. So, if this is anything other than a shade, then the ghost wins. I admit defeat. To me, that voodoo doll test seemed pretty conclusive. All right, there it is. It was a shade. And I'm putting that in the clip when I make it, because otherwise people are going to be like, how do we know it's a shade? You could just lie to us. Hospital room 3. Meh, oh well. Let's see. Ice Spice, how you doing? Hello? Just play Nightmare to other people. And a yokai killed all of us. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Nightmare, kills extend the hunt. So, yokai's dangerous in Nightmare. Let's see. This is Prestige 10. I just got 1x there. There's the Prestige 10 badge. It's not the animated version that you get for Prestige 20. Shade until proven mimic. Well, we got EMF 5, and mimics cannot do EMF 5. Found the clip you recorded of that. Can you post on your Discord? Yeah, go ahead. Just stick it in the Phasmo channel. Normally play professional. I used to play a lot of professional myself. But then I got to the point where the ghosts just weren't giving me all 3 evidence, so I thought I might as well play Nightmare. Oh, doesn't reset for an hour.
2 total.
Holy moly!
$90 MSG. Absolutely love the content and the community. Keep up the amazing work.
Yo, Forgets a lot. Thank you so much for the merch purchase. What did you get? Okay, so I guess we're not doing the weekly challenge. Okay. I figured, yeah, time changes are weird. I guess it must be based on universal time then. Or GMT rather than British time. Okay, well, in that case, let me get the ghost guessing resolved. Actual ghost is a shade. Boom. Have good news. What's up, Ice Spice? 2 hoodies, 1 for the wife, 1 for you. Heck yeah, I hope you enjoy them. Who's our winners? Death by Fishes, Jace, Exordium, Quack says, Thunder Dan, all guessed correctly. Congratulations, y'all. Let's see. Where do I want to go next? You know what? I'm feeling Grafton. But let me get another round of ghost guessing going. As soon as I find the button, there it is. Okay. Ghost guessing is going. A new drop is going. GMT is British time. I think British time is different from GMT. Because GMT never changes based on daylight savings time. Well, I think British time is sometimes GMT, but then whenever they have the time change, then it's BST, British summertime. I could be wrong about that. I'm not British, nor am I my friend Koodles, who is the time zone wizard. I don't know. Anyway, actually, let me see if she's in earshot. Alright, I'm back. Gritty Goose has stolen the soup. Anomalous in the soup there with the Gritty Goose. But yes, ghost guessing is open. Get your guesses in by doing exclamation mark guess and the ghost you think it is. Or you could also do the drop game, or you could do both. Whatever. You have 1 minute left to get your ghost guesses in. 1 minute left. Let's see. Anna, thank you so much for the hydrate. 19 minutes for the next ad break. Is it time for the weekly? It is sadly not. I thought it was going to be because of the time change, but we got 53 minutes left. Oops, I almost went to, I almost went to Grafton on last week's weekly. Hey, Mrs. Shadow, coming on in with a raid. Welcome in, y'all. I think it's a shout out there. How was your stream? What were you up to? Is Grafton getting a remake? Yes, it is. They haven't announced when they're gonna drop it, and I think it's still a little ways away, but Grafton is also getting a remaster. That might actually be the next map that they drop, according to the Trello board. Let's see, what are we up to today? Ooh, also doing some Phasmophobia. How was your ghost today? I started with Phas, then did some Repo. Nice. I like in Repo. We are now BST, which is basically GMT +1. Okay. Yeah, so I guess the game servers are locked to GMT. Or something. I don't know. See, you thought you'd miss old Bleasdale, but you love new Bleasdale so much. Really looking forward to Grafton, same. And from the previews of it that they did last year, like, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be all nasty and dilapidated and everything. All right, I think ghost guessing is over. Yeah, let me get the drop off list. Congratulations on the drop win there. As soon as I find it. Also, Miss Sugar High, thank you for the 7-month resub. Has it really been 7 months?
Yeah. 7 months and still enjoy every stream.
Holy crap.
Starstruck emoji.
Thank you so much for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that so much. Probably locked to UTC. Spectre says, Repo Derpy robots are the absolute best. They're so funny to look at. Mrs. Shadow says, I've been using chaos tricks with it, and chat gets to add things and teleport us. Oh my god. How does that work? Is that crowd control? I think I heard it has crowd control now. All right, don't forget to. Oh my god, that would have been awkward. I would have been doing Bleasdale with starter items. Love the outdoor area in the rework. Same. I've had a ghost on the porch, but I haven't had a ghost in like the actual back garden yet. Cool. I'll take a look at that later, Dragon. Thank you. If for hydrates, I do water, which I need a drink right now.
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye
Oh,
out.
Chaos Tricks is the app name. Okay, I haven't heard of that before. Okay. I thought you were like speaking metaphorically, like I have my little Chaos Tricks. I don't know. Let's see. It's a company they originally. Oh yeah, somebody asked about Madrinas. Thank you, Rianchi. But yeah. If anybody doesn't know about Madrinas, they are one of my sponsors on the channel. If you want to check out their website, there it is right there. There's all the info. And they're having a flash sale this weekend too, so all the tubs are 40% off. They have cold brew coffee. They have Charge Refresher energy drinks, which are fruit-flavored energy drinks. And they also have boba milk tea and boba fruit tea. They have all-natural ingredients. And I like them quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, but also you can use my code DontFightDucks to save on your order too. Okay, yeah, that's it. Anyway, God's Rage, thank you so much for the 2-month resub.
Hey Ducks, how are you?
I'm good.
How are the hunts going?
Pretty good. I don't think I've gotten a single perfect today, but we've just been vibing, you know, whatever. Similar to crowd control, okay. But also, yeah, Mrs. Shadow, if you gotta go do any post-stream self-care or anything like that, definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself. Same goes for anybody who came through with the raid. You know, if you've been sitting down watching Twitch for a while, make sure you are, you know, staying hydrated, getting food, taking your meds, whatever you need to do. But for anybody sticking around for the raid, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hydrate's out of stock. They're on an 8-minute cooldown, and people usually grab it as soon as the cooldown ends. Let's see. Accidentally did a 10x multiplier 0 evidence on Tanglewood. Oh no. Wait, with the basic starter items? That's rough. Ada says, check the Trello board. They have performance update and closed beta testing and an internal testing for the Easter 2025 update. Yep. Easter update's going to be dropping April? Is that when Easter is? I feel like Easter's in April. So next month, not too long from now. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's on cooldown on purpose. Otherwise people would just spam it. And then they would get mad when I'm like, I'm not doing that. I know you just hit the button 50 times in a row, but I am not doing that. If you had to drink another caffeinated drink other than Madrina's, I like Pepsi, 0 sugar. Does tea count? I like hot tea. If I could only choose one, I would choose like hot tea. Oh boy. Apparently we're getting a lore update. Yeah. There's something on the Trello board about how they're adding some kind of lore to the game, which I am jazzed about. They have not talked about that publicly yet, so details are slim, but I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, we are looking for Gregory Shellen. We need EMF, escape the ghost during a hunt, and prevent a hunt with a crucifix. We are on Grafton, which still uses the old farmhouse look. You know, last remnant of old Bleasdale. Alright, looking for cursed possessions. Don't see any yet. I always walk past this wall here, forgetting that the mirror's here. Manifesting tarot deck. Better luck next time. Better luck next time. Oh, no power back here. Okay, so next I'm heading back to the bedroom closet. Sometimes it's back there. Oh, hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Can't read that. I can't make out those letters, but thank you so much, whoever that is. If you want to say something in chat, let me know. Oh, we have the Ouija board. A lot of Ouija boards today. Strong presence of Ouija boards. Okay, so we got our power on. I'm gonna go and check these rooms for the bone. I've noticed you still have a daily to complete, which is reach 0 sanity. Oh, yeah, I actually haven't reached 0 sanity today. We could use the Ouija board for that, though. Ouija board is great for draining your sanity. Just ask it where the ghost is a couple of times. That'll get you to 0 in 2 questions. Oh, hey, toilet paper. Looks like we have a laundry room ghost. Okay. I'm gonna break the board. We're gonna break the board. Don't worry. Spectre says, I know you took a couple of days off this week. How are your headaches? Pretty good. I thought I was gonna have a really bad one today because I woke up with like the halo of pain around my eyeball. But thankfully it has gone away. It's sort of like mutated into what felt like a tension headache, which I thought was from the storms, but that went away too, so I lucked out today. Oh no, good luck, Raven. Good luck. Stay safe. Get to cover. Love that the items in the attic. Oh yeah, that's so cool that they put all the old items in the attic. Why is toilet paper something special? Oh, no, it's not. But, the ghost threw it, which is why I took notice of it and took a picture of it. So the ghost threw it off the shelf here. It was making EMF, and then I took a picture of it because that was a ghost interaction down there. But Shramp, welcome to the stream. How you doing? It did make me laugh, though, because earlier somebody said that the ghost threw a roll of toilet paper at them and then evented them and scared them and almost made them, like, poop themselves. So I was thinking about that when I was laughing at the toilet paper. All right. We got 2.2, 3.0. Okay, not freezing yet. I'm going to go ahead and check light switches, doors, just in case the ghost touched anything while I was out. Green Gamer, how you doing? Let's see, about to play the weekly challenge on Phasmo. Know what it is, and any advice for it. Are you talking about the current one that's going to expire in an hour? If so, that one's called... What is that one called? That one's called... Primitive? That one's called Primitive. And the deal with that one is you don't have any electronics, so... that means you cannot collect EMF, you can't collect dots, you can't collect orbs, and you can't collect spirit box. The only evidence gathering stuff you have is that right there. Anonymous, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. So the only time that you're going to get all 3 evidence on that one is if you have ultraviolet, ghost writing, and freezing for a demon. Aside from that, you could be working with 2 evidence. You could be working with 1 evidence. So basically, this is going to be like a pseudo nightmare, pseudo insanity investigation. Holy crap, y'all! Thank you for the Madrina's purchases. Pyro Liam says, that was me, my pants are fine. Good to know, good to know. Just get really excited about the toilet paper. It's free toilet paper. It's free toilet paper. What's the weekly after Primitive? That right there. Ada just popped the command. It's called Vulnerable. Yeah, you could. It could be a 0 evidence ghost too, if it's any combination of 3 of these evidence here. But also, thank you so much for the hydrate there. Man, y'all been hit that hydrate hard. I'm almost out of drink. Okay, so I think I have that stuff in there. Let's get the video camera in now. Another weekly with no incense, yeah. So the good thing about vulnerable is as long as you get your 3 evidence really fast and don't let the ghost hunt, you're gonna be fine. For anyone grabbing Madrinas, recommend the shaker cups too. I love the shaker cups. Now, if you already have another shaker cup, you know, from another drink, it'll work just fine. But if you don't have any sort of shaker cup, period, definitely recommend grabbing a shaker. It's a lot easier to mix it up than like stirring it or whatever. Okay, so we got a little orb in here. It's hanging out, it's chilling, it's vibing. We're gonna mark our orbs right there. We have an EMF 3. What did you do? There's... oh. Interesting. It's on the shelf? I don't know if it touched something on the shelf or through the wall. It's a mimic. We don't know that. We don't know. Okay, there's freezing. It could be a mimic. If it is a mimic, though, that means we're looking for ultraviolet or spirit box because the orb would be fake. Let's see. Hopsy, how you doing? Gotta go past 1 a.m. All right, Blue, I'll catch you later. Pretend you didn't see orbs, unless you know a mimic isn't an option. Hey, just remember with the mimic, if you get EMF, dots, or ghost writing, it can't potentially be a mimic. And if you're playing in 3 evidence, the only 2 ghosts that you have to worry about potentially being a mimic if you collect the evidence is an Onryo. So if you get Ghost Orb, Spirit Box, or Freezing for an Onryo, it could still be a mimic and you need to look for Ultraviolet. Or if you get Ghost Orb, Ultraviolet, and Freezing Temperature, and it's a Hantu, you need to look for Spirit Box to see if it's a mimic. But right now we just have Orb and Freezing, so we're looking for either Ultraviolet or Spirit Box. Because mimics have Freezing, Ultraviolet, and Spirit Box for the real evidence, and then the Orb is fake. So, let me bring in a Spirit Box and a bottle of salt. Lurking while meal prepping for the week? Good luck with the meal prep, Grant. Should I call you Claw? Washi, how you doing? One of these games, you're deep... Airball? Airball. Airballs are coming. Airballs are coming. Can I hide from the airball? Oh, I just hid from the airball. I think it just expired before it got to me. But okay, we're gonna put some salt right here. So if the ghost walks into that, it's gonna bounce it back this way. That's what the black salt does. So I'm gonna put that flashlight right there, and let me get the spirit box. Okay. Are you here? Oh, it just did a couple of steps. I heard thump thump.